Les Schwab's Friday Night Rivals, sponsored by the U.S. Army.
And Friday Night Rivals is back on the air and back on the road tonight, Henry Massaro Stadium, for the matchup between the Chowchilla Tribe and the Broncos of Dos Palos. Ralph Wood along with Cam Worrell, soon to be joined by Kevin Miller. Let's talk a little bit about this matchup, Cam. What's big for these teams tonight?
I mean, this is a rivalry, right? Two schools in very close proximity to one another. Dos Palos has the advantage, the third winningest program in California football history, but a little bit of bad blood tonight between the Broncos and the Tribe.
Boy, back in the day, Dos Palos was just something to deal with.
You don't have to bring it up, but yeah, they were so good, perennial champs every year in the NSL.
All right, let's talk about the two head coaches in tonight's game.
Yeah, both alums of their respective programs. Alex Pitts played football here, one of the better players to ever play at Chowchilla High, went to Brown as a cornerback, came back to take this program over and really impact Chowchilla, has won a section title, Southern Regional Champion in 2015. Always competitive, the Tribe. And then Rob Calvert on the other side, same thing, was a player for Dos Palos, was an assistant coach at Dos Palos, now the head coach, and he's really brought back some physicality to that Bronco football program.
Okay, every week you identify kind of players to watch. Who are you looking at tonight? Tell us about the Chowchilla's Davian Stevenson and Alejandro Molina.
Yeah, Davian Stevenson, the best athlete on this Tribe roster, started the season as the best receiver. Now he's the quarterback because Benson Sori is their starter. Went out the second play of the season, but he's a dynamic athlete who has gotten better at the quarterback position each week. Alejandro Molina, middle linebacker, best offensive lineman, is not going to leave the field. He's a big key for being physical on the offensive front and slowing down this Dos Palos rushing attack.
For the Broncos, Peyton Van Worth and Andre Flores.
Yeah, Peyton Van Worth, senior quarterback, very experienced, very accurate with the ball, is a good athlete, so he will carry it as well. Andre Flores, the best athlete on the field tonight. Slippery, can make you miss in a very small window. Chowchilla has to tackle him in one-on-one situations tonight, or he'll really hurt this Tribe defense.
You're going to notice, Cam, somewhere during the game, you're going to see these guys and realize why he's picked them. You can find them every week.
And guys like this, they're not hard to find. You watch a little bit of tape, these guys pop off. Andre Flores, I'm telling you, you'll be very impressed with the way he runs the football tonight.
All right, Wade Stretch is the academic athlete of the game, sponsored by Donald P. Dick. 3 generations of Mr. Cool. Hear what he has to say about the importance of grades.
I plan on going to college, and hopefully Cal Poly is my ideal college, and that's a really hard college to get into. So keeping those grades up and making sure that I can achieve that is really important. And just doing the best in the classroom, making my parents proud is what it means to me. And every practice, I'd say I stay up till about midnight every night doing homework. And there's times to wake up before school in the morning and work on homework. So it's definitely a grind. I'm definitely working all the time on schoolwork and football. And so yeah, it's definitely a balance.
Wade tells us he wants to be a water attorney working for Ducks Unlimited, water rights and things like that. So he's diving into a hot topic, that's for sure. His dad also went to Cal Poly and is currently the head of the Fresno irrigation district. So the whole water thing kind of ties in.
Runs in the blood.
That's right. Okay, we're going to come back with some football for you. It's Chowchilla against Dos Palos. So stay with us. You're watching Les Schwab Tires Friday Night Rivals. Welcome back, everybody. A couple of minutes away from kickoff still. Cam Worrell, your alma mater. You have anything flashing back here, standing up, looking over the field and the stands and all the scenery?
Had some good games here, some good times, some good wins. Unfortunately, a couple of losses as well. But, when you come home, it feels like coming home. And that's what tonight feels like, seeing old friends and parents whose kids I grew up with. It's a fantastic community, and super excited to be back tonight.
Walking around and making our way up to the press box, I saw you were stopped by nearly everybody we came across.
Yeah, and got talking to some kids who, everybody kind of knows, right? They know kind of my story, and it's inspirational to them. So it's really cool to talk to the youth, and they're like, "Oh yeah, you played for the Bears and the Dolphins." And like, this kid's in second grade. Like, how do you know that, right?
Following.
it was cool, man. It was cool.
All right, time to bring in the third member of the broadcast team, Kevin Miller. How you doing, Kevin?
Yeah, really? Hey, I've been learning a whole lot about Chowchilla's favorite son, Cam Worrell. Contrary to popular belief, it wasn't football that was his primary sport. It was
basketball?
Yeah, and I guess he lost a bet, and the coaches testified it was a legal time trial. And we got more to this story, but we're going to honor America right now with the playing of our national anthem.
All right, thank you, Kevin. We're about to have our national anthem before we get this started. All right, just about ready to get this one going. You can see the fans filing in. Chowchilla turning out tonight.
It's a blackout.
Yep.
Black jerseys. Fans got the memo. I like it.
What a perfect night.
Starting to feel a little bit more like football weather. Slight chill in the air, not hot, humid like it has been the last couple of weeks.
I think we're a few hours away from the official start of fall.
That's right.
And nowhere we'd rather be. Drake Hennigan is back deep. Travis Selby, I believe, is set to kick off. Tonight's first quarter is sponsored by BD&J Lawyers. Over $1.5 billion recovered for our clients.
Hennigan is a weapon, too. He'll catch it. Lined up as a receiver. He'll run it out of the backfield. Really, really good athlete. Very shifty, good size. He's a dangerous kick returner for sure.
Taking on a couple of hops by Hennigan across the 20, heads to the far sideline. 30 and run out of bounds as he just gets across the 31-yard line.
Good return, good start for Dos Palos. Tough kick to handle, good coverage by the Tribe, but same thing we saw last week, allowing that returner to get the edge. Contain guy didn't keep contain, allowing Hennigan to get to the sideline. Good starting field position for this Bronco offense.
All right, guys in the truck, I cannot hear anything you're saying, so. Yes, now, good. Peyton Van Worth at quarterback, hands off on first down as the Broncos get a short gain.
Running that outside zone read, so Flores lined up next to Van Werth running that outside zone. He gives it that time. Nice pursuit by this Tribe defense. Looked like Molina right there in the middle, reading that one coming downhill, making contact, not giving Flores any extra yards after contact.
On second, it's a reverse on second down. This is Sixto Ibarra, the ball carrier. Ibarra up past the 45. That will be a first down.
Yeah, Ibarra, another weapon, usually as a pass catcher, but this time, same look, outside zone. This time run the reverse with Ibarra, comes back the other way. Chowchilla loses contain on the edge. He's able to hit that edge and get upfield, pick up a first down for this Dos Palos offense. Really nice look on first down outside zone. Saw that backside pursuit player getting a little bit too aggressive and come back with that reverse. Nice pickup.
1st and 10, sponsored by Lithia Subaru. Van Werth to throw. Incomplete, intended for Hernan Hernandez.
Yeah, Hernandez lined up in the backfield. Just Dos Palos trying to hit something quick, get a nice pickup on first down, stay ahead of the sticks, but a little bit inaccurate that time from Van Werth. Nice coverage on the back end from this Tribe defense.
All right, we're continuing to have a little communication issue with our TV truck. This is Chowchilla against Dos Palos, not Redwood. So forget about what it says on the bottom of the screen. As Van Werth tries to run it and gets nothing. Out of bounds at the 45.
Nice pursuit. That time, zone read action, well defended by Chowchilla. Looked like Van Werth was going to be able to get to the edge, but the quarterback player came over the top to take care of Van Werth in the run game. Short loss, 3rd and long. We'll see. Van Werth, very accurate passer. We'll see if Chowchilla decides to send pressure, get the ball out of his hands quickly.
Looking deep, throwing deep. Has a man out there wide open, makes the catch, and it's dropped short of the touchdown. But the big bomb and the long completion that goes to Jesus Bone, a sophomore, got behind everybody.
Chowchilla didn't send pressure. They were in a 3-deep zone, so that cornerback is responsible to be deeper than the deepest. That time, Van Werth, clean pocket, hit Bond in stride. If he hits, it leads him a little bit, he might get into the end zone, but huge chunk play, the first vertical route that Van Werth has thrown tonight. Big time completion, setting up 1st and goal for the Broncos.
Van Werth hands it off and nothing doing. Sixto Ibarra was dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, good job again. I think there's a few keys that this Tribe defense has on this Dos Palos offense. So when you see Ibarra moving, it's going to alert a lot of attention. That time, Chowchilla, nice job getting penetration, bringing down Ibarra for a big loss on first down.
Second down. Van Werth thrown to the back corner of the end zone, incomplete. Pass was intended for Ibarra. 3rd down.
You're not sure if that was miscommunication. It looked like Ibarra was blocking down the field when Van Werth made that throw. He expected him to run a corner route. Chowchilla again, running back lined up even or in front of Van Werth. They're dropping into zone coverage. They're reading pass. That time, very nice coverage, setting up a 3rd and goal.
Van Werth looking to throw, has time, over the middle, incomplete. That pass again intended for Ibarra.
Little bit of contact in the end zone. Not enough to warrant a flag. Good coverage again. I think Tribe have a good feel for what Dos Palos is trying to do to attack them. Last 2 downs, got the pass look, dropped into zone. Very nice coverage after giving up that deep shot on 3rd down.
On 4th down, Jesus Bone will attempt a field goal.
That's a good stop for this Chowchilla defense. You give up the big play. It's 1st and goal. Nice tackle for loss and force this Dos Palos offense to kick a field goal.
Plenty of leg, and it's good. So Jesus Bone, a sophomore, puts the first points on the board with the field goal.
That was booted, too. That was plenty clear.
Aiming at the scoreboard back there.
Yeah, like I said, that's a good stop for the Tribe defense. Give up a deep shot. I mean, wide open receiver, busted coverage. 1st and goal. It's Dos Palos offense. They're run heavy. They've done a really good job running the football all season long, especially in the red zone. Chowchilla, nice tackle for loss. 2 incompletions on 2nd and 3rd down, forcing Dos Palos to kick a field goal.
So that first series kind of gets the nerves out. See if they can settle down a little bit. Travis Selby on the return for Chowchilla out to the 35. So good run back by Selby.
And this offense, this is 80% run Chowchilla. They really want to own the line of scrimmage. They want to control the tempo of the football game. Davian Stevenson still developing as a passer.
Stevenson hands it off on 1st down. We've seen some power running backs already this season, haven't we?
Yeah, it looks like another one. Delvonta Vaughn, low to the ground, good center of gravity, kept those legs pumping. Contact made about 2 or 3 yards deep, and he ended up picking up 7 or 8. Nice pickup on 1st down.
Low snap. Stevenson goes to get it, and then he'll be dropped. Dropped for a loss back to the 35.
Yeah, one thing about run first, kind of ball control the tempo offense is you have to stay in front of the sticks. You pick up 7 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. You're in a really nice spot offensively. Low snap. Stevenson couldn't quite handle that. Big loss on 2nd down. Now Chowchilla looking at 3rd and 10, not the down and distance that really works for this offense.
Prior to the snap, false start, offense, number 56, 5-yard penalty, 2nd down.
Flag on the play sponsored by Fresno Suit Outlet, home of the 3-suit deal.
Yeah, especially now, we'll see. As I said, Stevenson still developing as a passer, has only been at the position for a couple weeks. We'll see what Chowchilla decides to do on 3rd and 15.
Here comes the blitz. Stevenson trying to get away from it. And he'll be dropped at the 35, well short of the 1st down. Another good defensive play by Chowchilla.
Yeah, just not a down and distance that this offense really wants to operate in, or a down and distance that they can really have sustained success tonight. That time, 3rd and 15, didn't want to make a mistake. They want to give Dos Palos really good field position, so kept it in the hands of their quarterback. He picks up 5, but
yeah, Chowchilla tried to
for the Dos Palos defense.
He tried to make something of a play when it broke down, but again, Dos Palos solid on defense on that possession. Forcing a punt. It's a fake. And whistles are going to stop that play, which would have worked.
5-yard penalty, 4th down.
Yeah, the gunner was uncovered. I think that's an automatic call. The gunner's uncovered. He's a free player. Chowchilla went with the auto call. The personal protector got the snap, threw the football. Would have been a 1st down. But another false start on this Chowchilla operation. 2nd one on this 1st possession.
Flag on the play, sponsored by Fresno Suit Outlet.
So on that.
We've got Don Smith in the booth, but I'm not sure he's mic'd up to give us the info on that.
Have to relay Don's information all night long. Looking at a clock issue. Don said that false start, the clock started, so.
Yeah, there's like 708 minutes to go here.
Trying to get that reset.
Well, they're going to try the same thing again. Deja vu makes the catch and a huge hit. Knocks the ball loose. Ouch. That was Sixto Ibarra with the hit.
Yeah, there's a couple flags on the play.
Andre Pulliam took the hit. He had made the catch.
Ooh, I mean,
wow.
couldn't quite tell. It happened so quickly. I mean, it looked like shoulder to chest. I don't know if his.
What do you think, Don? Go ahead.
They want that called in high school nowadays. Anything that's egregious like that, but looks like the intent is to punish, they want that called.
Okay.
Like you indicated, helmet.
Yeah, targeting or helmet contact. I'm not sure if targeting is a rule in high school football, but yeah, that was a big-time collision on the sideline.
Andre Pulliam is up, having difficulty, needs some help getting to the bench.
Are they discussing no ejection, right? Just a personal foul. Automatic first down or based on yardage? Based on yardage. So it should end up being a first down.
Personal foul, illegal helmet contact, defense, number 21. 15-yard penalty from the previous spot. He's also disqualified.
Oh, he has been ejected.
Wow. Well, player safety is paramount. The game at all levels has moved in that direction. You know, I don't think that was purposeful. I don't think it was egregious. It was a really hard hit. Seemed like maybe a little bit of head contact. That's really tough for a Sixto Ibarra to be ejected for a play that it's a football play. It's a physical football play, but you know they're going to err on the side of caution.
Another flag on the play.
5-yard penalty, first down.
Yeah. Targeting is an act by a player who initiates contact against an opponent above the shoulder, and a defensive player, because of his physical position and focus of concentration, is especially vulnerable to injury. That kind of satisfied both of those requirements.
So with the penalty, Chowchilla getting new life on offense. This is Dwayne Hemphill.
And Sixto Ibarra, he's a big piece for that Dos Palos offense. He carries it, he catches it. He's punt returner in the return game, so that's a big loss for Dos Palos on both sides of the football.
1st and 10, sponsored by Lithia Subaru. Stevenson going to be flushed out of the pocket, throws it downfield into multiple coverage, and it's incomplete.
Yeah, that was a kind of a scramble drill route, and Stevenson broke the pocket. His receivers both adjusted their routes. Stevenson tried to get one over the top, but just a little bit long. And a little bit outside of the normal operation for Chowchilla. Throwing the football on first down. Usually they want to stay ahead of the sticks. Now 2nd and 10.
Stevenson hands it off to the near side. Again, that's Hemphill bowling his way for a first down. It'll be another 1st and 10, sponsored by Lithia Subaru.
Hinfield's carrying the ball, looking for contact too. He is looking for somebody to hit when he's rolling. This is exactly what this offense wants to be. Physical run game, control the tempo, control the clock, be very deliberate with your operation, and just try and grind this defense down as this game goes along.
Low snap, there it goes. Loose ball. Dos Palos may have recovered, and the Broncos do have it. Jesus Tapia comes out of there with the football. So Chowchilla had a drive going and turned it over.
Yeah, another low snap, just couldn't handle that time by Stevenson.
All right, we're going to take a timeout, about 6.5 minutes to go in the opening quarter. It's a 3-0 lead for Dos Palos.
Yeah, and I was talking to Don during the break, and he said if Ibarra would have come in and tried to make a tackle, try and wrap, not come in the way that he did, shoulder elevated against a defenseless player, those are the type of hits that they don't want in high school football. They're going to happen at other levels, but at this level, that's not something that they want to see in the game, and that's why Sixto Ibarra got ejected for that hit. And I told Don during the break, when I had that opportunity on a defensive player, I mean, shoulder to chest. I tried to stay away from head-to-head contact as much as possible, but I'm going to throw my shoulder into your chest as hard as I possibly can. I'm not trying to injure you, but I'm trying to hit you as hard as I possibly can, and I think that was Sixto Ibarra's intention. He wasn't trying to injure a player. He wasn't trying to hurt a player. He was just making a physical football play. Now, though, that's the type of hit that they don't want to see in high school football, and it makes sense. The safety of the kids is paramount and first, before physical contact like that. But yeah, Ralph, that was a normal hit when I played. It just happens.
You've heard of a bang-bang play. That is exactly what they're talking about. Time to send it downstairs to Kevin Miller for a financial tip. Kevin? Kevin's not ready, so we'll go to that later. Sorry. Now the Broncos back on offense. This is Flores, the ball carrier. Picked up about 7.
Yeah, Flores averaging about 8 yards a carry this season, early in the season, 8 touchdowns, but he's been really effective running the football. And Dos Palos has done a good job using the spread, whether it's 2x2 or 3x1, to create some lanes for Flores in the run game. They do throw the football. Van Worth is accurate, so you have to respect the width that this offense lines up with, and that helps Flores create a little bit of space in the middle of most of the defenses that they've played this year.
Gain of 8, 2nd and 2, but there's movement on the line. It's going to be offsides on Chowchilla.
Oh, no, correction. Prior to the snap, encroachment, defense, 5-yard penalty.
Sorry, I didn't mean to confuse the official by calling the play before he called it there, but
he confused himself. He's like, wait a second, you didn't say false start, did you? You said encroachment.
And the flag on the play is sponsored by Fresno Suit Outlet, home of the 3-suit deal. Penalty gives the Broncos a first down at the 48.
Right.
And the handoff comes to Flores. Now, you pointed at Flores in the backfield on the monitor here before that. What were you telling me?
When Flores is lined up behind Van Worth, it's going to be a run.
Oh, okay.
When Flores is lined up next to or in front of Van Worth, it's going to be a pass. Now, they've ran a couple of outside zones where it looks like he could be even with them, but more times than not, if he's parallel with the quarterback, it's going to be a pass. If he's behind him, it's going to be a run. And this Chowchilla defense understands that, and they're making adjustments based on where the running back lines up.
So is this a run?
Yeah, he took a step back.
Forrest stopped it as he crosses the 45. in Chowchilla territory. Right after the game, stay tuned for Penn and Teller Fool Us. That's coming up on the CW59. We're forced to communicate with our TV truck over the air, so you'll have to excuse us. I'll tell our director again, I'm not hearing your cues. I'm seeing the graphic come up on the air, but I'm not hearing you. I'm hearing you thump when you come on, but I'm not hearing what you're saying.
3rd and short. Looks like a run.
And it is going to be a run and then some for a first down. Another 1st and 10 by Flores.
Nice job.
Sponsored by Lithia Subaru.
Just inside zone. Flores, he's small in stature, just a sophomore. Started 7 games as a freshman last year, about 5'8", but just plays with such good pad level. Leans forward, is able to absorb and slide off of contact. He's a really polished runner of the football as just a sophomore. That time should have been stopped for about a 3-yard gain. Instead, picks up a nice chunk and another first down for Dos Palos.
Flores in the backfield again. Gets the handoff to the near side and is dropped for a very short gain. Delvonta Vaughn on the tackle defensively for the Tribe.
If you're the contained player, don't let that running back get outside of you. That time Vaughn, fantastic job of keeping Flores on his inside shoulder when he tried to bounce outside, came up, hit him chest to chest. Great open field tackle. Those are the type of tackles that this Chowchilla defense has to make in one-on-one situations against Flores.
No gain on the play, 2nd and 10. Swing pass. And breaking out of the defense for a big gain out of what was a short pass is Flores. He has become weapon number 1 for Dos Palos offensively.
Yeah, and he's tapping. Hey, man, I need to rest. This has been all me on this drive. Nice design, getting Flores out of the backfield. Really nice block by Jesus Bon on the perimeter. Engaged with the cornerback. Flores jumped inside, then was able to bounce out, pick up some extra yards, make a couple guys miss, but nice blocking on the perimeter. We saw it last week with Hanford. Anytime you throw those running back screens out of the backfield, if you don't get your wide receivers blocking on the perimeter, they don't go anywhere. That time, really nice job by Bond, helping Flores pick up another first down.
New running back in the game, John Snap, with a nose for the goal line, but it's coming back, we think. Penalty flag. Flag on the play, sponsored by Fresno Suit Outlet. Let's hear it.
Nice run, too, from the backup running back, but it's like somebody grabbed a little bit too aggressively on that offensive line.
Run. Holding on the offense, number 52.
Number 52.
10-yard penalty, first down.
Left guard, Dominic Malfabon. Chowchilla doing a nice job defensively, sending extra guys from different places in the football field. Outside linebacker coming from inside, bringing a safety down. When they see run, they're being very aggressive and trying to attack that run game.
Penalty pushed the ball back to the 29. Now the pass to the near side that's complete. Jaquez Jones makes the catch. And it looks like another penalty.
Hey.
It'll be a personal foul against Chowchilla.
Huh. I didn't see much. It was a gang tackle.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
Face mask.
Half distance to the goal. First down.
Did not see that initially. Oh yeah, I think Hemphill grabbed that with his left arm. Saw that head turn. It's unfortunate they had that play surrounded. tackle for just a short gain. Instead, costly penalty for this Chowchilla defense.
All right, back into the Toyota red zone. Flores started outside, cut back inside.
Nice job. Force player sent Flores back inside, did not allow him to. He was trying to bounce it. He was trying to get outside. Force player did not allow him to bounce it. Pursuit coming from inside did their job, stayed home, played their gap. Good job bringing Flores down.
Second down and 4. Flores up the middle. Gets to the 10 and then pushed back. Under a minute to go now in the first quarter.
Flores is a workhorse already. Huffing. And he really is their offense. Ibarra's not there. He's been their go-to wide receiver. Flores is going to get the bulk of carries tonight unless Van Worth keeps it on some zone read action. This is going to be the Flores show for this Dos Palos offense. Looks like they're going to give it to him again on an inside zone.
3rd and 1. Flores is pushed back again. Needed a yard. I'm not sure he got it.
No, I think he's short.
Stay tuned for your Xfinity halftime show. Looks like they're going to let the clock run out on the quarter and change ends.
What are we going to do? We're going to go for it? We're going to kick another field goal? I believe that this Dos Palos offense is going to be on the football field when we come back.
All right, that is the first quarter. The first quarter has been sponsored by BD&J Lawyers. Over $1.5 billion recovered for our clients. Played one quarter, 3-0. Dos Palos with the lead at Chowchilla. We'll be back for quarter number 2 after this. Welcome back to Chowchilla. Ralph Wood and Cam Morrell for the Tribe against the Broncos of Dos Palos, who have a 3-0 lead and the football on a 4th and 1. Pretty good defensive battle so far.
Yeah, 4th and 1. Yeah, we've seen the ball moved, right, between the 20s, but when that field condenses in the red zone, it's been tough for either of these teams to move the football field. Chowchilla with the turnover on their only possession of the game. Dos Palos now looking at 4th and 1. You have Andre Flores, who's really been controlling the football game, really the best weapon for Dos Palos. You also have Peyton Van Worth, so they could run some zone read action where Flores gets the dive fake and then Van Worth keeps it.
All right, let's go downstairs to Kevin Miller. Kevin?
Here's Premier Valley Bank with your student financial tip. Beware of sneaky recurring charges. Don't lend money you can't afford to lose. To maintain healthy relationships and your own financial health, try to support friends in non-financial ways. If you absolutely must spot a friend some cash, think of it as a gift, not a loan. That way you aren't risking awkwardness and resentment if they forget to or aren't able to pay you back. This tip was brought to you by Premier Valley Bank, a division of HTLF Bank and a local partner you can always depend on. HTLF Bank is member FDIC and an equal housing lender. Ralph, Cam, back to you.
Well done, Kevin Miller. I don't think he can hear us right now, but well done. Rob Calvert.
Well, we can't hear him either, so how do you know?
Rob Calvert.
He always does a great job.
Offense on the field.
4th and 1.
Would expect to see that.
Number 26, Andre Flores, is there.
Yeah,
right?
that zone read action. So same inside zone, pulling the guard. Van Worth can keep it if he gets that read.
Whistle stop play. Chowchilla calls timeout.
Yeah, I mean, they know what this offense is doing. You know, they saw how they aligned. They were looking at the running back. They had a wing in there. Hernan Hernandez is an extra blocker, so you know they expect that same inside zone action. But Van Werth can keep it. He does have the ability. If that defensive end or quarterback player crashes down to try to make a play on that dive, Van Werth will pull it, and he will hit the edge, and he will score if he's unaccounted for. He is a good enough athlete to get to the edge and make this defense pay with his legs. I think that's what we're going to see right here. I don't really think Dos Palos is going to do anything different, but let Van Werth make that decision whether to give to Flores or keep it on the zone read action. And Chowchilla is going to sell out. They're going to zero coverage, man on the outside. You know, they're going to be very aggressive on this 4th and 1.
So here we go. Flores in the backfield. Hand off to Flores. First down. And drag down at about the 1. So another first down sponsored by Lithia Subaru.
Yeah, nice job by Dos Palos getting pushed that time, giving it to a bar right through the teeth of that Chowchilla defense. And they had 8 players lined up right in the box around the line of scrimmage, but Dos Palos able to get some push. Flores hitting it hard, getting downhill quickly to pick up that first down.
This time he keeps it and then unloads it. Pass a little too hot to handle. Intended for Jesus Bond, incomplete. And he's tapping his chest like, I think I probably should have had that. But it comes in kind of hot, kind of close.
He didn't think he was going to throw the football.
No.
He thought he was running. When those zone read or RPO plays extend that long, you don't expect your quarterback to throw it because you know that your offensive linemen are downfield.
Sure.
There were like 3 offensive linemen in the end zone. Very easily could have been an eligible player downfield, which is my favorite penalty to see called because it never gets called in any game with all this RPO action. But Van Werth that time would have taken a loss, got rid of it.
Well, the throw was behind Bond. Would have been a great catch. So let's go back to what's been working. Touchdown. Flores in the end zone.
The same action that they used to pick up the 4th and 1, where John Snap lines up as a wing. He comes in motion, and really he's acting as a fullback, leading through the hole for Flores. Left guard and center that time really collapsed the middle of that Chowchilla defensive line. That was a huge hole for Flores to run through. First TD of the night. Said he's been a workhorse already and better recover quickly because as soon as they get the ball, it's going to be back in number 26's hands.
And they go on a fake for the 2-point conversion. Incomplete. I think that was the planned play. The snap was a little high.
Yeah, that was planned. That was
another look at the touchdown, sponsored by Porta Subs.
Just such a huge hole right there. Nice job on the double team. Linebacker's just a little late coming through, and then Snap, the extra blocker, just giving Flores another blocker to run behind, and he's going to find a crease if there's a crease there, and that hole was very large for Andre Flores to hit and get into the end zone. I think that's what we're going to see. No Ibarra in the football game. He really is the threat for Dos Palos in the pass game. I think it's going to be heavy dose of Andre Flores, maybe Peyton Van Werth keeping it on a couple of zone reads. I think this Chowchilla defense, though, they're ready for that. They know that he can run. They know he's a weapon. They've done a good job staying disciplined tonight. Dos Palos has done a better job of being physical at the point of attack.
Bond with the kick, taking on a couple of bounces inside the 5 and coming to the near side. Stevenson across the 40, 45 at midfield and bumped out of bounds and get down there at the 45-yard line. Nice return.
How many times do you see your quarterback as your kick returner? Not often, right? But Davian Stevenson started the season out as a wide receiver, now assuming the quarterback duties. Nice return. Good job making guys miss, and then seeking out a little bit of contact on the sideline and sending a little bit of message. Last time they had the only time of the night Chowchilla had the football. Nice job, had a drive going, just a low snap that was not handled by Stevenson. See if they get right back to what was working, just physical run game. Stevenson on the keeper, Hemfill running physically at the point of attack. They were moving the football the only time they had the ball.
Offense.
Flag on the play.
5-yard penalty, first down.
Sponsored by Fresno Suit Outlet, home of the 3-suit deal.
Yeah, Don said it. Everybody was moving, but the most important guy, the guy who has to snap the football. Those are, those mistakes are tough for this Tribe football team to recover from.
This is Hemfill, the ball carrier, close to the 40-yard line. Dropped at about the 41.
Yeah, Hemfill doing a really nice. He's a physical runner of the football. Chowchilla doing a nice job pulling guys around, getting some big bodies in front of him and letting him create some space.
Big thank you to our trophy sponsor, Ace Trophy in Clovis, for all your custom award design needs. I think Chowchilla wants to take another timeout.
Yeah, a little alignment confusion that time. I think offensive coordinator Mike Parsons yelling at one of his players that he was misaligned and trying to communicate. Decided maybe we just call a timeout and talk about this on the sideline.
Hey, fans, you can watch a replay of tonight's game. Just head over to YouTube and search for Friday Night Rivals on CW59. Click on the FNR logo. Tonight's game will be available early next week.
Physical football game so far.
It has been about as physical as we've seen this year. And the hard hit, the collision of the year so far, that's for sure.
Yeah, I think Chowchilla has some things working with Hemfill carrying the football. I think just two down linemen, two stand-up ends is exactly what this physical offense from Chowchilla wants to see.
Stevenson throws just as he's being tackled. The pass is complete, hauled in by Selby. He takes it down close to the 25-yard line. That'll be another 1st and 10, sponsored by Lithia Subaru.
Great call, 2nd and short, so you feel very confident if this is an incompletion, we can pick up 3rd and short or 4th and short. That time, get Stevenson outside the pocket. Accurate throw on the flat route, ran that 3-level route. Nice delivery, and nice job by Selby picking up some extra yards after contact.
Oh, Stevenson with the keeper. Has some room, going for the corner. Touchdown. David Stevenson, 28-yard touchdown run. And hello, we're here.
And he's letting them know. He's letting that defense know what he just did to him. He said, that was me on the kickoff return, that was me on the pass, and that was me on the touchdown, making everybody miss. What a run. That time, a little push up front. Stevenson attacks it vertically and then bounces outside, makes a guy miss and outruns everybody to the pylon. We got a game, Ralph.
Extra point is up and good. So 10:02 to go here in the second quarter. Tribe right back in it. Here's another look at the touchdown, sponsored by Porta Subs, your neighborhood sandwich shop.
Yeah, just that outside zone read, and Stevenson cuts back all the way across the football field. Nice push up front by that Chowchilla offensive line. And then Stevenson using his athleticism. Whoop, see ya. To the pylon. Feeling good.
That lateral movement to the right got him there.
Yeah, a little jump cut, getting outside. Nice run. You can see why. I mean, this really, really good athlete and improving as a passer, improving as the signal caller, understanding more of the concepts of this offense, and has been continually improving. But with the ball in his hands, he is electric, and we saw that right there on that first score for the Tribe tonight.
Something to cheer about for the Chowchilla fans. They get it going now.
Oh, he got it.
An onside kick, and let's see. Chowchilla does come out of there with it. So a little surprise. Anthony Avila with the football. Pretty slick play by the Tribe.
Very slick. They identified a gap in that kickoff return alignment from Dos Palos. They had the guys along on the front line, but nobody protecting the sideline on the second level. Usually have those second level blockers lined up a little bit wider to discourage exactly that little pooch kick or bloop kick where you allow your speedy guys on the outside to go down and get it. What a change the last couple plays. Chowchilla goes in, scores 9-7. Now right back with the football in Dos Palos territory.
Yeah, the Bronco defense right back on the field. Stevenson feeling emboldened, going downfield and incomplete.
Okay, I don't think Vaughn thought that ball was coming until he cleared that post safety, but he was open. There's some space in that 3-deep coverage that Vaughn was running through. Stevenson tried to hit him, just a little bit of a miscommunication between quarterback and receiver.
Selby has a first down. Oh, big hit on the offensive side. That time he pushed the defender back, and that's going to be good for another 1st and 10, sponsored by Lithia Subaru.
Yeah, big hit. That time it looks like.
Health Tip is sponsored by Sang Pediatrics. Take a break, physical and mental. Most injuries that occur in student athletes are classified as overuse injuries. If athletes play year-round, they do not give their bodies a break, and their body or mind do not recover from the rigors of the game. Avoiding year-round sports allows the body to recover and helps keep the mind sharp. This student athlete health tip is sponsored by Sang Pediatrics. Ralph, Cam, back to you.
Chowchilla on the running play from the 25 down close to the 20.
Yeah, I saw a flag come in. Illegal formation.
It's going to be against Chowchilla.
Yeah, legal formation. Don said the far receiver was not up on the line of scrimmage, so too many players in the backfield. Negates a nice run by him.
Illegal procedure on the offense. 5-yard penalty. Remains first down.
Well, I said a couple times, Chowchilla doesn't want to be in this situation 1st and 15. It hasn't really mattered tonight. They've done a good job picking up chunks offensively.
Stevenson with a handoff and nothing there for Dos Palos. In on the stop immediately was Donovan Frazier, number 45.
Yeah, Dos Palos is, just 2 down linemen in the middle of this defense, but they're starting to bring those second-level players, those linebackers, right up around the line of scrimmage, running some run blitzes to attack this Chowchilla offense, not allowing the run game to get going, and a little bit too aggressive on that second down run.
Prior to the snap, encroachment, defense. 5-yard penalty, second down.
Got Dos Palos to come across the line. 5-yard penalty the other way. 2nd and 10.
Yeah, so what's your answer now? We know Stevenson's a threat in the run game, and they can kind of copy Dos Palos. Run that outside zone read, bring Stevenson back across.
High snap. Stevenson outnumbered in the defense, and that was another big takedown. That time, the tackle was made by Donovan Frazier again. So he's been on 2 big defensive plays just in this series.
Yeah, Frazier's all over the place, man. He's a big, good-looking athlete, too. 6'4", 215. They're aggressive. They're going to force Chowchilla to do something different. All right, we're not going to allow you to continue to run that zone read action or quarterback power. We're going to make you do something else. We're going to force your hand, and we'll see 3rd and long, probably 4-down territory if they pick up a chunk right here on 3rd down.
3rd and 15. Stevenson looking. Now he pulls it down. Sees an opening. Running to the far sideline. Down that sideline, close to the sticks, but going to be short of the 1st down.
Nice job by Stevenson that time. Nobody open, tucks it, and picks up a nice chunk. 4th and 3. I think this is 4-down territory for this Chowchilla offense.
Here you're looking at our H&E scissor lift, giving us our aerial footage. Our thanks to H&E Equipment for their help with our equipment rentals for FNR games. H&E Equipment, where others stop, we continue. Hi, Nick. Yeah, that's Nick up there, giving us that different view. They'll go for it on 4th down. Fumble. Still being kicked around. It looks like Dos Palos has come away with it again. And yes, the Broncos do have it. Dominic Malfabon. That was a problem with the exchange, wasn't it?
Yeah, and I'm not sure if that was another snap that was tough to handle and mess with the timing on that one. But, yeah, another fumbled exchange.
Well, we'll take a look when we come back. We've got a timeout, 7:26 to go in the 2nd quarter. It's a 9-7 lead. We'll be right back. All right, here's another look at the fumble play. Just never really had it on the handoff.
No, trying to run that outside zone. Just a little bit off, and those are timing plays. If that timing of the exchange is off just a little bit, Selby's running full speed. He's trying to get that handoff full speed to get to the edge, and if the exchange is off at all, you can't just stop and make sure you have the football. You're moving very quickly. So 2nd time tonight, turnover, fumble with the exchange or with the snap from the quarterback, and nice answer, though. Dos Palos gives up a touchdown. Chowchilla with the surprise onside kick, and then this Dos Palos defense really stepped up after giving up a 1st down, getting off the football field. And now we'll see. We expect this to be the Andre Flores show today. Noah Barra ejected in the 1st quarter. They do have some other weapons, but I don't think they have as much confidence in their other receivers as they had in Ibarra. So, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They've done a good job moving the football. We'll see if they try to expand what they've done so far tonight offensively on this series.
Flores, big opening, and he busts up the middle, past midfield, finally taken down at the 45. There was a huge opening at the outset.
Yeah, they're just going to continue to do that. This is going to be the Andre Flores show. I mean, don't see them really adjusting much. That time, bringing a guy in motion, bringing some eyes away, and then bringing Flores back, coming back to where the motion came from, pulling the guard around, just like we saw on the touchdown. Huge hole for Flores to run through. They've done a nice job of collapsing this Chowchilla defensive front. Create some lanes for Flores to run through.
From the 45, 1st and 10, sponsored by Lithia Subaru. Low snap. Van Worth immediately has to fall on the football. Lost 4 back to the 49.
Yeah. Another problem exchange in this football game. 2nd and 14 now for this Dos Palos offense. Just like Chowchilla, they've done a good job getting chunks when they needed to tonight as well.
Clap of the hands. Got the defenders to jump. So that'll be
defense. 5-yard penalty. 2nd down.
flag on the play, sponsored by Fresno Suit Outlet.
Have to stay disciplined. You're right in front of the football. Don't move until that football moves. Much easier said than done, but again, mistakes that you can't make when you're trying to beat a good football team, and Dos Palos is a good football team.
They loaded up the box that time defensively and held Flores to about a 4-yard gain.
Yeah, it still broke a tackle. Should not have picked up 4, but was able to slide off that first tackle, fight for a couple more yards. 3rd and 6, ball at the 41. 4-down territory for this Dos Palos offense, so we'll see what they do on 3rd down. If it's back to Flores or if they let Peyton Van Wert put the ball in the air.
Van Wert throwing deep, far sideline, and overthrown. I was trying to follow your keys there, and I noticed that they're lined up right next to each other, the quarterback and the running back.
Yeah.
Not behind him.
Right next to the quarterback.
Yep.
That's pass.
That
right?
counts as pass.
Yeah,
right.
running back behind, that's going to be run. That time Selby, nice job. 3 deep coverage again, so he is responsible for the deepest. Nice job staying with that receiver, forcing Van Wert to put a little bit more on the football, causing that incompletion, and it looks like those Palos are going to decide to punt the ball here. A little bit surprised at that. Ball on the 41-yard line.
Well, Chowchilla has nobody deep.
Yeah, they don't believe him.
We've seen how they like to punt. They've tried a couple of fakes. And the kick is away. Well, it takes a good bounce. And then falling on down near the 5-yard line. So pretty good kick by Bond. Got the great bounce anyway. Bounce and roll. And now the Tribe really backed up on offense.
Yeah, 5 minutes to go before half. So we know with this Chowchilla offense how they want to operate. A little bit deliberate in their tempo. Yeah, nice job. Good job by the gunner that time, being ready to down that one. Inside the 5 is tough, especially in high school football. Chowchilla, 5 minutes left. They get the ball coming out of the second half, so have the opportunity to put a couple on the board before Dos Palos touches the football. A lot of green that they need to cover.
Yeah, right now you got to get out of the shadow of your own end zone. Stevenson had to do a juggling act. Keep that one. He's going to throw it downfield. Nearly caught. Anthony Avila had a couple of hands on it, but couldn't hold on.
Yeah, this is not really a comfortable place to be if you're Chowchilla, because they have not done a good job just getting the snap back to the quarterback. And again, a little bit wide. Stevenson doing a good job just to corral the snap in under pressure immediately. Nice job escaping. Almost hit a big one, but man, this is an uncomfortable place for this Chowchilla offense to be right now, snapping into their own end zone.
Yeah, lucky that didn't end up with one of the Broncos defenders. 2nd and 10. And movement along the line.
All right, the snap, false start, offense. 2nd down.
Yeah, that time Stevenson was leaning just a little bit. I think he's who they got on the false start.
Flag on the play, sponsored by Fresno Suit Outlet.
They're bringing Hemphill in motion. Stevenson anticipating that snap.
Yeah, you got to be very careful down here. Stevenson with the handoff. Hemphill breaking out over the far side, gets a little bit of breathing room out to about the 8.
The exchange again was so quick. I mean, Stevenson has to handle this shotgun snap, get it to Hemphill. Hemphill's moving already. That's so much timing involved in that operation. Nice job just getting that exchange cleanly handled. And a nice job by Hemphill again, running physically, setting up this 3rd and 5.
It's a little misdirection play, and all of a sudden coming out of the other side is Selby, taken down at around the 40. Everyone, including me, looking to this side, and he pops out from the other side.
Yeah, nice job running a counter. Selby has been kind of the misdirection look guy. He hasn't gotten it a lot. Had a nice reception and made some guys miss, but coming back, taking that inside handoff, all the action, all the eyes going with Hemphill and Stevenson. Selby coming back inside of the quarterback. Nice job getting out of the shadow of their own end zone that time from this Chowchilla offense.
So a big 1st and 10, sponsored by Lithia Subaru. Stevenson keeps it. Big hole up the middle across midfield and into Dos Palos territory. That's another 1st and 10, sponsored by Lithia Subaru.
Just push that time, the middle of that Chowchilla offensive line, just driving that defensive line from Dos Palos back. Stevenson, tons of room to operate that time. Nice job and another 1st down for this Tribe offense. It looks like they're moving at a little bit of a quicker pace.
Just under 4 minutes to go in the quarter. Boy, another close handoff with Hemphill breaking a couple of tackles, shedding defenders, running past guys, down the sideline, pushed out of bounds around the 5-yard line. Big time run by Hemphill.
We can hear Kevin Miller from the field all the way up here. What a run by Hemphill that time. Another, just these exchanges happen so quickly with guys moving. And nice job by Stevenson getting that one to Hemphill. Hemphill grabbing it, making a couple of guys miss, getting to the sideline. What a run. Now they want to slow it down just a bit.
Not running enough time off that clock. Stevenson, again, picking his way through the defenders.
Yeah, really like that outside zone read right there. Stevenson allowing the play to develop. He can give it to Selby. Selby can take it. He holds that mesh for a long time, has a blocker coming back inside to lead up for him. So he's able to pick a lane and pick up some positive yards. He's so good making decisions with the football.
Tribe playing with some confidence right now. Hemphill moving that pile down inside the 5 before he's pushed back. That's going to be a 1st and goal. Brought to you by Lithia Subaru.
1st and goal, and now you can be deliberate, right? You want to try and take as much of this 2nd quarter clock off as you can with the football.
Plenty of time.
Looks like they're bringing in Rashawn Belaski, a little bit of a bigger body as that wing back. We'll see. Probably go back to Hemphill again or Stevenson on the keeper.
Stevenson's going to keep it. Does a hesitation, then he's going to lose a couple of yards. Let's send it downstairs to Kevin Miller. Kevin?
Hey, Dos Palos takes a timeout.
Here's Premier Valley Bank with your student financial tip. Beware of sneaky recurring charges. Don't lend money you can't afford to lose. To maintain healthy relationships and your own financial health, try to support friends in non-financial ways. If you absolutely must spot a friend some cash, think of it as a gift, not a loan. That way, you aren't risking awkwardness and resentment if they forget to or aren't able to pay you back. This tip was brought to you by Premier Valley Bank, a division of HTLF Bank, and a local partner you can always depend on. HTLF Bank is member FDIC and an equal housing lender. Hey, Ralph Cam, thanks for that loan. Or was it a gift? No, thanks for the gift. I appreciate that. I'll get it back to you as soon as I can. I promise. Get it back to you, Ralph Cam.
All right, thank you, Kevin. We cannot hear Kevin, so just gotta.
He just said,
out.
Thanks for the loan, but it was actually a gift. Should not have loaned Kevin Miller money, but that's okay.
Oh, okay.
He's a trustworthy individual. Rob Calvert taking a timeout, wants to secure some time on this clock. With Chowchilla with the football, 2 more timeouts, 2nd and goal. Those Palos are getting aggressive again, bringing those inside linebackers up in those A and B gaps.
Give it to 22. Just like that.
Ooh.
Touchdown. I can call plays too.
Yeah, I like it. Ralph Wood. Letting Chowchilla know what they should run, and what do you know? 6 points on the board.
Touchdown sponsored by Porta Subs, your neighborhood sandwich shop.
Screen has the score backwards.
Flip those.
Although this scoreboard is backwards compared to what scoreboards normally say. Normally the home team's on the left, the visitor's on the right. This is backwards, and not sure.
Chowchilla has 13, Dos Palos 9.
Yeah, it's backwards. Chowchilla takes a timeout. Up 4, I don't know. I guess you go for 2.
Well, he's seen the Broncos have a pretty good kicker.
They do have a good kicker.
Here's another look at the touchdown.
Give it to 22.
Yep.
Easy. Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Looking for him, too.
And a finish.
Looking for
And a little
him.
pat on the hat for the opponent.
So
boom, right there, and watch the pat.
Bringing
right there.
two blockers, almost a trap look. Bringing that tackle in to trap, create a lane. So Hemphill really has a couple of guys he can run off of. Whoever secures that block, he finds a back to run behind and gets downhill. Man, he's looking to punish people when he's running the football. He is seeking contact out. Love to watch running backs run the football the way that Hemphill's been running tonight.
Going to go for 2. And Stevenson is gonna get it. Got crunched right back across the goal line, but the 2-point conversion is good.
What a drive from the Tribe that time. Backed up inside their own 5-yard line. 3rd and 5 deep in their own territory.
Drive summary brought to you by ECU.
The misdirection give to Selby. He gets out from deep in their own territory. Stevenson on the keeper. Done a great job making decisions. And then Hemphill getting some blockers in front of him. Whoop, little dead leg. Finishing physically again. Getting inside the red zone. And once he gives it to 22. Getting into the end zone. That's a big-time drive before you get the ball coming out of the second half.
Remember, they started down at about the 2, and they had a
right.
penalty that took it half the distance to the goal back.
Yeah, they were. Yeah,
and they got out of there
2-yard line and
about
were
a 99-yard drive.
Yeah, worked their way off of it, and all on the ground that drive. The Tribe, they found something attacking this Dos Palos defense.
On the return, out close to the 35-yard line. That's where the Broncos take over. 2:22 to go before halftime.
2:22. Dos Palos has 2 timeouts left. Clock stops to reset the chains after first down. Plenty of time in high school football. Ball at the 30, right around the 35-yard line or so. So, I mean, you can pick up the tempo of your offense, but you can still run the ball. You can still give it to Andre Flores. You can still execute what has been working all night long, but you know you have Peyton Van Wert. Peyton Van Wert can execute throwing the football, so the entire playbook is open for this Dos Palos offense. And if I'm Chowchilla, like I'm not playing prevent, but I am not going to let anything get behind me. I will give up some short passes. I'm not going to give up the cheap one.
Fans, stay tuned for your Xfinity halftime show featuring the Educator Spotlight, sponsored by EECU. With all kinds of defensive pressure in the backfield, pass downfield is incomplete. 2nd and 10. Clock stops at 2:16.
Nice coverage that time. Chowchilla, they run a lot of matchup where they'll pass things off. You get in a lot of one-on-one situations as a cornerback or a safety that time. Eyes in the right place, disciplined coverage on the back end. Nowhere for Peyton Van Wert to go with the football. He escapes, tries to hit one down the sideline, but very solid rep from this Chowchilla secondary on 1st down.
2nd and 10. Van Wert with a little screen, and this guy's trouble for Chowchilla tonight. Flores with a big gain off the pass. That's going to be a 1st and 10. Sponsored by Lithia Subaru with 2:05 to go.
Yeah, nice call on the screenplay. As I said, Chowchilla matches up, so those secondary players' eyes are on the receivers they're covering. They don't have eyes on the quarterback. Dos Palos gets some blockers in front of Flores. Nice chunk play to pick up a 1st down.
From the 45, Flores again, picking up yards in chunks, and finally dropped from behind inside the 15-yard line.
Yeah, we talked about it before they started this drive. You still have the entire playbook. So much time in high school football. Still a minute 44 on the clock. Chowchilla respecting the passing game that Dos Palos has executed on this drive. Flores, huge lane, makes a guy miss. Dos Palos is rocking in the red zone.
Hand off to Flores. Takes it down close to the 10-yard line. Clock at 1:15.
Dos Palos holding on to those 2 timeouts. Can still pick up a 1st down without scoring a touchdown.
Flores is going to start moaning every time he notices they're running a play where he's standing behind the quarterback. That means a run, right? And here he comes.
Has been 100%. Oh, nice job.
And he's stacked up and pushed back.
Vaughn almost lost contain. I thought Flores was going to get to the edge and get around Vaughn. Vaughn was engaged in the block, did a nice job separating just at the last minute. Grabbed Flores, was able to hold on to him because I thought Flores was going to hit that corner and get vertical. And if he gets vertical, man, he's so hard to bring down. Really nice job by Vaughn, the force player that time, not allowing Flores to get outside.
Delonte Vaughn and Martin Villagomez also helping out defensively. Another look.
Yeah, right there I thought Flores was going to get outside. Vaughn's engaged in the block. Nice job not allowing him to hit the corner.
Yeah, it looked like Villagomez reached out and got the jersey from behind.
Yeah, coming in and helping him out.
So this is a timeout called by Dos Palos. 41.6 seconds to go before halftime.
Yes. 3rd down, 5 to go. 41 seconds left. You can get a 1st down. The clock would stop. You do have a timeout. So, you know, you can still call anything. You can still hand the ball off to Flores in the run game, pick up a 1st down, try to get him in the end zone. We'll see if Van Wert, he will have, if they go 3-by-1, he will have a one-on-one situation with one of his receivers singled up versus a Chowchilla corner. And if it's Stevenson down here at the bottom of the screen, probably not a matchup that Dos Palos likes, but they do have a one-on-one situation. It looks like one-on-one up top. 3 receivers.
Oh, not anymore. Chased out of there and has to unload it. Had to throw the ball to avoid being sacked. And it's 4th down, 4th and 5 So now what do? You got a kicker who could put 3 on the board.
Yeah, I think that's what you do here. I mean, this is not a high-scoring game, 15-9. There hasn't been a lot of possessions in this game, but it looks like they're going to keep the offense on the football field. That third down play just didn't really seem to get going at all, and we'll see what they do. Expect the ball to go in the air again. Maybe you get Van Wert out of the pocket, let him use the wide side of the field, but it looks like Chowchilla playing man, bringing extra pressure.
Timeout taken by Dos Palos. That's the Broncos' last timeout of the half. And just giving them more time to think about it. A field goal makes it a 3-point game.
I mean, possessions are at a premium in this game. There has not been a lot of them in the first half. I don't really expect that to change. I don't think there are going to be big adjustments by these defenses. I think these offenses are just good. They do a good job at the point of attack. They have some really talented ball carriers. Their quarterbacks have done a good job managing the football game. If it's clean, which Chowchilla has had 2 turnovers in this half and has given Dos Palos an extra possession, but if it's clean, you're not going to see the ball a lot. So kicking a field goal, going down 3, instead of trying to go for this is not a 4th and 1. This is 4th and about 6. So a little bit surprised that Dos Palos is going to keep the offense on the field and try to pick this one up, although that doesn't look like an offense walking onto the football field. That looks like a kicking unit to me.
Yeah, ball's going to come out and set up for the field goal at about the 17, so it'll be a 27-yard attempt. High snap, but the kick is good. He's solid.
Yeah, that was good for a long.
Good job by the holder
from
too.
a long distance. Yeah,
to get that ball back down in place for him to kick the 27-yard field goal in this 3-point game with 35 seconds left before halftime.
I like it. Take the points. If it's 4th and 1, it's a different situation. 4th and 5 or 6, no guarantee that you pick that one up. You go down at half, or going at half, down 3. I mean, it's a whole new ball game coming out in the second half. Chowchilla gets the football. They've done a good job sustaining drives outside of the couple turnovers. It's been tough for this Dos Palos defense to get stops. So I like taking the points, making this a field goal football game.
Couple of impressive drives by each team here. Now they've swapped back and forth. One resulted in a touchdown for Chowchilla, the other field goal for Dos Palos.
Now you see the difference between the way Chowchilla's lined up on their kick return unit. Their second level blockers are wide. They're at the numbers. They are not going to allow that pooch kick. A really nice coaching job recognizing Dos Palos' formation earlier and getting that pooch kick for an extra possession.
Stevenson on the return. Out across the 30 to about the 32. He does everything, doesn't he?
He's electric, man. He's fun to watch with the ball in his hands. I'm sure it was tough for them to line him up at receiver, not getting the ball in his hands every snap because he is dangerous anytime he touches the football.
He comes to the sideline and they turn him right around and said, no, go back out there.
Quarterback, kick returner, cornerback, quarterback. So bring your lunch bell guy. Yeah. Bring your lunch bell guy every night.
Looks like they'll be content to take a knee. Teams will head to the locker room as the final seconds tick off here in the second quarter. The crowd has seen a good one in this first half. We've got a 3-point game at halftime, 15-12. The home team, Chowchilla, with the lead. Let's send it downstairs to Kevin Miller. Kevin?
Coach, start out maybe a little sluggish, but the Tribe is rolling now. What's the difference?
I think it's just getting into the flow of the game and relaxing a little bit. The emotions are high, and you know, you just got to try to eliminate those mistakes. So,
Plans for the second half?
Keep rolling. Yeah. Keep rolling. You know, I think that the stuff we're doing is being effective, and you know, we got to tackle a little better on defense, but you know, I like what we're doing on offense. So
Roll Tribe. Coach, go get with your guys.
Hey, love you, Cameron.
Hey, right on. Cam Worrell, the famous, the infamous, the more than famous. Back to you. Oh, and Ralph, you too.
All right, Kevin, good to hear from you. Thank you, Coach, as well. 15-12 our score at halftime. Chowchilla with the lead over Dos Palos. We're going to take a break and then come back with more of our halftime after this. Welcome back, everybody. The halftime show is sponsored by Xfinity. Supercharge your home with supersonic Wi-Fi for an incredibly fast and powerful connection. Only from Xfinity. And here to take us through halftime, as always, the great Kevin Miller. Kevin.
Oh, yeah, goes that way, and then you can shoot. Wade? Yes, sir. Stretch? Stretch? Come on over here, pal. All right. Welcome to the Xfinity Halftime Report. It's time for the Vince Wesson Scholar Athlete, brought to you by Wendy's Breakfast. The 2 big bundle for $3. What a perfect duo, a perfect pair. And speaking of duo, I've got number 7 right here, the Vince Wesson Scholar Athlete, Wade Stretch. Wade, how you doing this evening?
Pretty good. How about yourself, sir?
I'm doing well. Appreciate that. You guys are working hard. You got the lead. You're doing great things. All right, Wade, obviously you play football. Any other sports that you play?
Yeah, I play baseball too.
All right, how about what position?
I play shortstop and second base.
All right, you're all over the place. That's good. That's good stuff. So you got your fall sport, you got your spring sport, and then how about any co-curricular activities or community outreaches that you've been a part of?
Yeah, I'm involved in FFA and 4-H as well, and I do a lot of community service in my free time as well.
Fantastic. What do you love about FFA and 4-H?
Well, I like being involved in the community. Helping out a small town like Chowchilla definitely means a lot, and it's something to do. I live by just staying busy and always doing something for the better, and so that's why I like it.
And that was something about Vince Wesson, that he was always doing something for the community, and Wade, you doing that just really lives on for that spirit of giving back. Now, as a senior, you're probably living in the moment. Junior, okay? So for next year and then the year after, any thoughts about what you're going to plan on doing for college?
Yeah, well, I'd like to go to Cal Poly. And, you know, I'm growing my grades. I'm working on my grades. This is my most important year, so I'm doing everything I can after practices, staying up long nights, working on my grades. So those are my plans right there.
You bet. Good plans, and we appreciate you taking the time. We know we want you to get back with your guys. Here's our Vince Wesson Scholar Athlete, brought to you by Wendy's Breakfast. And we're going to be back with more Xfinity Halftime Report right after this. Thanks, Wade. Awesome. We are back with our Xfinity Halftime Report. This time, it's our Educator Spotlight, brought to you by the EECU, and we have principal at Dos Palos High School, Marla Sansom. Marla, thanks for joining us.
Of course, thank you.
Appreciate you. And from Chowchilla High School, we have Vice Principal Rich Paris. Rich, how you doing this evening?
Fantastic. How are you?
I'm doing very well. Thanks for asking. Now, Marla, we're a few weeks in, 5 weeks into the school year. What's been happening on the Dos Palos campus?
Well, our fall athletic teams are doing a great job. They are really strong, both on the field and off. Our volleyball, girls tennis, our cross country is back, cheer and football as well. And not only are they doing great athletically, but academically, every single fall team sport has above 3.0 cumulative grade point average. So we're super proud of them. On the campus, we are really pushing attendance. Attendance is really important. September is Attendance Awareness Month, so we've been pushing that. And next month, we're going to start our Be Here campaign. Meaning pushing being on time all day, every day, and having some rewards and incentives for our kiddos to make sure they come to campus and learn what they need to learn.
Absolutely. Being present to be successful. That's wonderful. Principal Sansom, thank you so much for joining us and sharing. And then, Rich Paris, if I may, Here's a former teammate of mine at the Fresno Pacific College. Yeah. He was a marathoner. I was middle distance. He was running miles upon miles. And I mean, the school year sometimes could feel like a marathon. We're early in that race. What's trending now at Chowchilla High School?
We are doing really well with our fall sports. Everything is blowing up in terms of our numbers. Our CTE program is lighting things on fire. Our community, obviously you can see it, we've got great community support. We just passed a bond not too long ago. We're looking forward to getting our new stadium, our new track and field facility, new baseball, softball facilities, and our CTE buildings in place, as well as our transportation. Our leadership has been great, but this community has been rocking the whole year. Everything has been on top of first class, and so we're really thankful for everybody and what they're doing to contribute to make this community so great.
And the tribe is rolling, and then once you get that stadium, we can come back, right?
You better believe it.
Oh, you heard it here on Friday Night Rivals on the Xfinity Halftime Report Educator Spotlight, brought to you by EECU. Marla, Rich, thanks for joining us. We're going to be back with more Xfinity Halftime Report right after this. Fantabulous. Welcome back to the Xfinity Halftime Report. We are here for our Les Schwab feature and, of course, the Cheer Challenge. But we so appreciate our partnership with Les Schwab. And, you know, with Les Schwab, it's about service and safety. And the things that they do for your automobiles is all about that customer service and making sure that you are safe. What they would do for their own family member's car, they would do for you. That's how much they care. And with free flat repairs, with on-site repairs and safety inspections, they want to take care of your vehicle. They want to take care of you because you are a part of our community. Make an appointment or visit any of their 21 locations here in the Central Valley. Les Schwab. Doing what's right matters. And of course, what matters right now is that we crescendo our halftime funtivities in the Cheer Challenge. Les Schwab tire roll. They've been inflated to a perfect PSI. They're balanced and they're ready. Will it be Dos Palos or will it be Chowchilla? On your marks, get set. And they're off. Oh, the Tribe had a quick start. The Broncos in a big rotation. They're coming right at us. Oh, my gosh. It's the Broncos again. Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh. They feel like, is it? Goes to Chowchilla. The Tribe. Oh, my goodness. The Bronco fans. Look at this. Can you hear the noise? There's just 15 of them, and the decibel level is piercing. We have to know that was the closest race we have had all season. We have to know, how did you get it done?
Team spirit.
And is there any coincidence that it's the tire roll and it's Roll Tribe? We did that. That's live TV. We're making it happen. And hey, we're going to be back with more Xfinity Halftime Report. Les Schwab, right after this. Make some noise. Roll Tribe. Let's go. Hey. Hey, thank you.
Well, we had maybe the closest tire roll that I can ever remember. And we're still not sure. We think Chowchilla was declared the winner. Dos Palos came out and said, no, we won. Produced a camera or something that had a picture of the finish on it, I guess. But, my. I don't know. It looks that, unless you're straight down the line. But that gives you an idea of how close it was. That is tremendous. And there you see Chowchilla celebrating, and Dos Palos is walking away like, what happened? What just happened? And then shortly after that, both units were celebrating and cheering. So we're thinking maybe down on the field they came to some kind of a deal. And that would be probably the best part, the best way to end it. Dos Palos back on the field, taking a look at some of the highlights here. The offense for Dos Palos in the first half was a lot of number 26. Andre Flores, just a sophomore, into the end zone there for the touchdown. It made it 9-0 Dos Palos. But the do-everything guy for Chowchilla has been number 1. Davian Stevenson, good return guy, good quarterback, good on the run, makes good decisions. And this was his 28-yard touchdown run. 9-6 at that point. 9-7, check that. And then here was the other real offensive powerhouse.
Give it to 22.
Hemphill, yeah. Got the go-ahead touchdown run right there. And a 2-point conversion made it a 15-9 game. Chowchilla with the lead. And just before halftime, Dos Palos got a field goal from Jesus Bong, and that's where we are. 15-12. Chowchilla with the lead over Dos Palos. Tribe just making its way out on the field now from the locker room at halftime.
All right, Coach, probably not the first half you envision, but cleaning some stuff up. What's going to be the focus coming out in the second half to get this win?
We come out, we're going to make some defensive adjustments. I think offensively we're moving the ball like we want to. We had a couple mental breakdowns on our end. We're going to clean that up. Like I said, we adjusted defensively, and hopefully we got a better half.
All right. Go Broncos. Best of luck in the second half. Thanks. Go get with your guys. We appreciate you. All right. Ralph Cam, second half. This is a close one. This is what Friday Night Rivals is all about. Rivalry. DP. Chowchilla. Let's go.
It's been as close as that tire roll at halftime. A photo finish.
What was the final determination?
They officially, I guess, declared Chowchilla was the winner.
Wow.
The video looked very suspicious.
Yeah. From my vantage point, I thought Dos Palos won, but I was in the north end zone. I was nowhere near the 50-yard line.
Yeah, I was standing right next to our cameraman, Sammy. We're right about at the 50-yard line, and I said, I'm not calling that.
All ties go to the home team, I guess.
That was close. That was really close.
Well, Coach Calvert said they made some defensive adjustments. We'll see what those defensive adjustments are coming out of the half. I think the one series they really played well defensively. Man, they were sending those linebackers in the A and B gaps and really getting penetration, not allowing anything to develop for Chowchilla. So we'll see if that's the game plan in the second half.
Tonight's third quarter is sponsored by Own a Car, home of the $500 down event sales event.
And Chowchilla did struggle with that. When Dos Palos got aggressive with their second-level defenders, Chowchilla really didn't have any answers for that. That drive that immediately came after that onside kick that they recovered really didn't go much of anywhere. So we'll see if Dos Palos does make those adjustments, what Chowchilla does to counter that, because they did struggle with that penetration.
Closed captioning for tonight's broadcast is sponsored by KFC, Finger Licking Good. Broncos set to kick off. Jesus Bong, a sophomore, also plays wide receiver and defensive back. Kick taken at the 10 by Stevenson. This time he's bottled up. Not the kind of returns that we've seen in that first half.
No, Bond was the kicker, was right down the middle of the football field. First guy down after kicking the football. Nice job in coverage that time. Here we go. We know what Chowchilla has been doing. We'll see. It looks like Dos Palos maybe putting a little bit more size on that defensive line.
This is Hemphill again. Steps out of a tackle and does a spin, loses the football. And Dos Palos has it.
I think Donovan Frazier that time in pursuit, coming from behind him, Phil was able to knock that one out.
Anthony Del Rio with the recovery.
It looked like looked like Hemphill was trying to switch it from that inside arm to the outside arm. He was trying to protect that football. Right as he was doing that, Frazier got a hand on it and knocked it out.
Big break created by the defense, and now Dos Palos will take over at the 43 of Chowchilla.
We'll see. It's been the Andre Flores show. We'll see, man. This is sudden change in plus territory. This is notorious take a shot.
Well, Flores looked to me like he was out of gas late in the first quarter. He was just fooling us. Pass upfield is incomplete. Van Worth pressured as he threw it. 2nd and 10.
Chowchilla has done outside of that one deep shot on the first 3rd down for Dos Palos. Chowchilla has done a really good job in coverage. Sticky when Van Worth gets outside the pocket. They've continued to stay with receivers. There has not really been anywhere for Van Worth to go with the football on passing plays, and then they've gotten a little bit of pressure and he's had to get rid of the football.
Van Wert slings it over the middle, and there was contact with the catch, knocking the ball loose from Bond. And there he is, the quarterback, the kick returner, the running back.
What does he not do? He does everything.
The defensive back.
Singled up. Great break on the football, getting his hand right in there. John said wrapping at the point of attack. Just textbook cornerback play right there from the quarterback. And cornerback Stevenson setting up this 3rd and 10 for Dos Palos.
Yeah, maybe a candidate for a mouth guard moment with the big hit. 3rd and 10. We're in a running formation, but Van Wert's going to roll and throw. Looking, throws downfield, and one of the receivers fell down. It falls incomplete. Had 2 guys out there. And it's 4th down.
Yeah, nice answer. Nice answer from this Chowchilla defense. You turn it over, first possession of the second half. You talked all halftime about minimizing mistakes, not giving Dos Palos extra opportunities, and right away you turn it over. As a defense, all you want to do, not allow a touchdown in a sudden change situation. This time, 3 and out. This defense really stepped up after that turnover.
This is going to be a fake punt with Bond. The kicker needs to get down inside the 45, and he's going to be short, well short of the first down. That was kind of a tip-off. It looked to me like he wasn't as deep as a punter normally is in that formation. And I was thinking, well, maybe that's a potential for a block. But he took off on the fake. Chowchilla is going to take over.
Yeah, I think someone's down on the far sideline. Yeah, took a couple steps up and then just tucked it. Couldn't tell who that was.
Like Villa Gomez, number 23, was the first guy to help drag him down from behind.
Oh, Vaughn down on the sideline.
Vaughn is the injured player.
Well, last time they punted, Chowchilla went 98 yards, so they said, let's just try to fake it. We have our receiver, who's also our punter, but nice job by Villa Gomez and Vaughn that time, chasing Bond down from behind. And
so Chowchilla takes over at the 42.
Prior to the snap, false start, offense, 5-yard penalty, first down.
Flag on the play is sponsored by Fresno Suit Outlet, home of the 3-suit deal. Penalty takes the ball back to the 37. It'll be 1st and 15.
I know Alex Pitts is not happy with those procedural penalties. Those are all in your control. You cannot have those type of penalties.
High snap. Stevenson looking to throw. He's being pressured. Just going to throw it away as he's taken down.
Yeah, I don't think that got back to the line of scrimmage. He was outside the pocket, but I don't think it got back to the line of scrimmage.
No flag, right?
No?
No.
John said, close enough in high school. In the NFL, that's grounding. High school, right, you want to protect the quarterback a little bit more.
Well, the ball came out again, and it looks like another turnover. And Dos Palos going to get it right back.
Yeah, tried to run that same kind of
too much traffic in there, isn't there?
That misdirection play with Selby coming back, and just penetration right at the point of attack. Frazier again just causing havoc in the offensive backfield that time, getting his hand on the football, knocking it away from Stevenson. Same thing, right? Be ready for the shot. Sudden change situation. You just stop this offense after the last turnover, 3 and out. Got to do the same thing. Although I think those Palos, they're going to get back to giving the ball to Andre Flores.
Well, they gave it up at the 42, and they got it back at the 36. And handoff to Flores. He's gang tackled for no gain.
Yeah, both of these defenses have adjusted in the second half. We're going to dare you to throw the football. We're going to line up in man coverage. We're going to bring extra bodies in the box. If you're going to run the football, we're going to try to make it extremely difficult for you to do that. Now, both of these quarterbacks can run with the football. Van Wert a couple times have gotten outside the pocket, but the pursuit of this Chowchilla defense has not really allowed him to be effective with his legs. We'll see if they incorporate that into the game plan in the second half, because it looks like Chowchilla is going to challenge them to do something else but give the ball to Andre Flores.
They're going to give it to him anyway, and he gets hit and straightened up at the 40 and pushed back. Ryan Renteria, number 52, in on the hit.
Yeah, that time just running that little quick toss, trying to get Flores to the edge quickly, but Chowchilla keeping contained. Vaughn again doing a great job keeping that outside arm free, forcing Flores to go back inside of him where his pursuit is. Excellent job on something that they haven't seen tonight, turning Flores back inside.
Devonta Vaughn also in on that tackle. Good to see him back in the game.
Setting up third and long. Dos Palos is not outside of that one deep ball. They have not had any success throwing the football.
Deep drop. Now he's going to try and take off and eludes the first defender. Steps around the second, down the sideline, and out of bounds around the 30.
Yeah, I think that's probably enough for you to go for it on fourth down. Nice job by Van Wert that time. Nobody open. Saw the middle of the field open up, had some space, and then a good job being elusive. Kind of talked about it all game. He is a good athlete. He can make plays with his legs. He had not been effective with his legs tonight up to that point, but a nice job on third down, picking up about 10, setting up a 4th and 5.
Now it's 4th down and 4.
Yeah, I think they're giving it to Flores.
They give it to Flores, and it's well defended by Chowchilla, and the defense holds again.
What a big time stop, man. Two times in a row. Last time, 3 and out, fake punt, you stopped that. This time, 4 downs, nothing going for this Dos Palos offense. Chowchilla daring them to try to do something else, and so far, Dos Palos has not found any success offensively in the second half. Now, Chowchilla, you have to hang on to the football. Clean up your operation. Give the ball to 22, like Ralph said in the first half.
All right, 1st and 10. There's the first handoff to 22, and he gets double teamed and taken down after a gain of about a yard.
Nice job. Both of these defenses way more aggressive this half than they were in the first half. Both of these coaches are going to force the opposing offense to make an adjustment, and we'll see who makes the adjustment first. Chowchilla had a little bit of success throwing the football. Stevenson getting outside the pocket, throwing the ball on time. We'll see if they try to attack some edges of this Dos Palos defense.
Stevenson keeps it across the 35 to about the 38-yard line. It'll be 3rd and short.
Nice play, that same outside zone read. Stevenson kind of allowing that to develop, getting himself in behind a blocker, and then tough physical finish to that run that time from your quarterback.
Well, it's getting kind of quiet in here. People are concentrating on the game. Stevenson kept it that time, and he should have given it up. Going to be dropped for a loss. It'll be 4th down, and Chowchilla is going to have to punt.
Yeah, first time tonight, I think he made a mistake with his decision. Should have given that one to Selby. Both of those defenders were crashing inside. I think Selby had some room on the outside. I don't know if that was a designed quarterback run or if he was actually reading the defender. If he was reading those defenders, he should have handed that one off.
Hernandez, one of those in on the stop for the Broncos, as the punt is away and bounces out of bounds inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Still good field position for Dos Palos. The Broncos will take over when we come back, trailing 15-12. You're watching Les Schwab Tire's Friday Night Rivals. Right after the game, stay tuned for Penn and Teller Fool Us. That's coming up on the CW 59. Cam's getting caught up in the YMCA song they're playing.
How can you not get caught up with the YMCA? Especially when the whole crowd is doing YMCA. Very defensive start to this second half. Chowchilla turning it over a couple times, making some stops, and then Dos Palos answering back with a 3-and-out. On 3rd and short. Nice tackle for loss on 3rd and short.
Is that one of the greatest songs for a sporting event ever?
Yeah.
You get a bunch of people together like that, and they just,
and
just
it
can't
doesn't
stop.
matter what ages.
No.
Everybody reacts to that song.
All right, 1st and 10. And they pass the ball to Flores. Has some room. Takes on the defender. Pushes ahead to midfield. Pickup of 6.
And that's an answer, right? Chowchilla stacking the box. Let's get Flores out on the perimeter quickly. We know he's probably going to make somebody miss, but even if the first tackler gets him, he's still going to pick up a couple. It's been really hard sledding in the run game so far in this second half. That's just kind of an extension of that run game. Get it out quickly, try and get some blocks on the perimeter to pop one. But if not, now we set up 2nd and 4.
Looks like that was Renteria hobbling across the field to get to the Chowchilla bench.
Yeah, he was responsible, it looked like, that time for Flores, chasing him out to the perimeter. So he's a big piece in the middle of that Chowchilla defense, so they hope he's okay.
Second down and 4. And they're going to sling it this side to Flores with good results. Breaks into the secondary inside the 40, but there's a penalty marker back at the 45.
About to say there's some good blocks on the perimeter, but I think one of them was a little too good. So that one's coming back. But that's the answer. Get Flores out of the backfield quickly. Force Chowchilla to adjust to that. So far, they have not.
All right, let's send it downstairs to Kevin Miller. He's going to do some work now. Kevin?
During the run, holding.
Army, I am here with Staff Sergeant Ramos and some Chowchilla High School students. Senior, right? Close. Junior, sorry. Staff Sergeant Ramos, what inspired you to enlist in the United States Army?
Well, I want to provide for my family a better way of life and also serve my country.
Fantastic. And then, of course, the operative question is, what's about to go down right now?
We're about to do a push-up challenge and see who can out-push up each other.
Yeah? You got this? Yeah. All right. How many are you going to do? How many are you going to do?
10.
10,000, I think. Let's go. Let's go. Here we go. Oh, my gosh. We're already starting.
All right. He'll do anything to get out of push-ups, right?
That's right. He's still going. He better be still going down there. With those Palos, what have they been doing? Getting Flores out quickly, throwing that quick kind of screen pass this time. They fake the screen pass to Flores. Drake Hennigan, who has been a blocker, I think was actually called for the holding penalty on the previous snap, slips by the safety who's coming downhill. Chowchilla not adjusting by sending an inside cover guy out to Flores, relying on their corner, outside linebacker, and safety to come downhill to make that tackle. So your eyes are on Flores. Lose your responsibility.
The shoulder fake right there.
That's all it took. 2 times in a row they've run that play, and next time Hennigan running right down the almost dropped that one. That was a dime, though, from Peyton Van Worth right in the bucket. Just a busted coverage. You have to keep your eyes in the right place. Little money sign, little Johnny Manziel money sign for Hennigan.
All right, let's go back to Kevin and let him finish his push-ups. Kevin.
Yeah. 995, 996, 997, 98, 99, 1,000. That's what they do in Chowchilla. We do push-ups. We stay physically fit. This is what we call, in Cam Worrell's world, all night long. This is how we made it to the bigs. Stand out at Chowchilla, Fresno State, the Bears, Dolphins, Friday Night Rivals. Okay, you guys all stopped. Everybody stopped except for me. This is how we do it. Okay, Cam, I need a spot. Help me out, man. Back to you. Planking.
Nicely done, Kevin Miller. Nicely done.
Good work to Kevin and the crew.
Yeah. I don't think those were high schoolers, though. I think he was being funny. All right, big possession for Chowchilla here. Down 19-15.
Stevenson nearly had it picked off. The receiver was heading downfield.
Yeah, Vaughn, that's the second time tonight Stevenson's tried to hit Vaughn right down the seam. He's had him open. Vaughn just not getting his head back quick enough. He's wide open. I don't know what he's waiting for, but needs to recognize that ball's coming out quick because he was wide open. Luckily, that one wasn't picked off.
Yeah, he anticipated and broke to the ball, but couldn't haul it in. Flag on the play.
Prior to the snap,
Sponsored by
false
Fresno
start,
Shootout.
offense, number 56.
The center rocked a little bit.
5-yard penalty, second down.
Has not been a sharp half for this Chowchilla offense. Defense had played well till that, giving up that deep ball, but offensively just have not really gotten anything going. Self-inflicted mistakes, procedural penalties, things that you just can't do. You can't beat good teams if you do those things.
Stevenson pressured, throws, has it completed, but it's well defended. And nothing there for Chowchilla. Lost back to the 25-yard line.
Yeah, tried to set up a little kind of tight end screen, and Chowchilla's looking for some answers, right? Dos Palos packing the box, not giving them room in the run game. Some of the runs that worked in the first half have not worked as well in the second half. Chowchilla's turned it over a couple times, had some penalties. Right now, just looking for something that works offensively against this Dos Palos defense.
Stevenson's taken down and ball comes out. But he was sacked by Donovan Frazier. And it'll be fourth down.
Frazier again, a couple of forced fumbles tonight, a couple of big hits. Now a sack on Stevenson. He's just been all over the football field defensively, playing with fantastic effort, getting penetration in the backfield. Just he's played a really, really good football game tonight for this Dos Palos defense.
Hemphill's been kind of taken out of the game here in the second half. He was their attack along with the quarterback.
You know, fumbled that run in the first possession. Hasn't done anything really since, and another possession of field position in Chowchilla, starting in Chowchilla territory for this Dos Palos offense.
Punt came to rest at the 42, 43-yard line. So Dos Palos starts another drive on the Chowchilla side of the field. Be sure to join us next week. We're going to broadcast the Clovis High School Cougars against the Central High School Grizzlies right here on Central Valley CW 59.
That'll be a good one.
Another one to look forward to, yeah. Pass to Flores, and a penalty flag came flying in. And it's going to be holding against the Broncos. So negate the gain and march off the penalty.
Okay, still getting Flores out of the backfield, trying to get him the ball. Put some blockers in front of him. That time, hold right in front of the Whitehead.
Holding
get away with
on
that.
the offense. 10-yard penalty.
Back onto the Broncos side of the field now at the 47. 1st and 20. This time the quarterback's going to keep it, fights his way up to midfield. Gains about 3.
Yeah, they're taking Flores out of the backfield, but Chowchilla's not moving bodies. They're moving a middle linebacker late in the direction of Flores, but they're not expanding with Flores. So that quarterback run game is going to be really tough because the box count is in Chowchilla's advantage defensively. If I'm Dos Palos and they're not going to adjust to Flores out wide, I'm going to continue to get him the football in space with blockers in front of him, put him in one-on-one situations that I feel confident he can win.
He goes in motion. Pass is complete over the middle. Inside the 25, down around the 20-yard line. That's Hennigan again. And those two have now hooked up on a couple of big plays. Dos Palos is in business at the 20.
Yeah, that was a nice throw to Van Worth. A little slide arm sling that time, just getting away from a little bit of pressure. Hennigan just out of the reach of the defender. Nice job securing that one and picking up some extra yardage, finishing physically.
1st and 10, sponsored by K1 Speed, Arrive and Drive. Now they run it again. This time it's Hennigan, breaks a couple tackles, and he's on his way to the end zone. Touchdown.
Who was going to have the answers? Which of these two offenses were going to find the answers first against how the opponent's defense came out and made adjustments going into the second half? Dos Palos so far getting Flores out wide, getting eyes on him, or getting him the football with blockers in front of him. Pop the big one to Hennigan in that time. Empty formation, bringing Hennigan down in that jet motion action, handing the ball off to him, getting some blocks in front, and then Hennigan just running strong through contact, getting into the end zone. So two very nice possessions from Dos Palos. Chowchilla's gotten aggressive. They've loaded the box up. Dos Palos has decided to use more width of the football field to attack the perimeter of that Chowchilla defense, and they found success that time. Hennigan, we talked about him pregame, kick returner, dynamic athlete, caught the big pass on the last possession, and this time, really good job taking that jet sweep, handoff, planting that foot, getting vertical, and getting into the end zone.
Well, he's been kind of a secret weapon. He was quiet the first half, and now they've introduced him in the second half.
Yeah, it was the Andre Flores show in the first half, and Chowchilla came out with the game plan that we're not going to let 26 beat us. Somebody else is going to have to beat us, and so far they've had the next guy. Drake Hennigan has been that guy. Peyton Van Worth, a couple of really nice throws, one on the deep ball, two to Hennigan on that crossing route, picking up a first down. A nice answer from this Dos Palos offense on these last two possessions.
Now the pooch kick for Dos Palos, fallen on by Chowchilla, so Tribe will keep the ball. You do have to be ready for everything, right? The drive summary is sponsored by EECU. We'll take a look at that after we look at that play.
Yeah, nothing going in the middle of that defense, but Van Worth avoiding pressure, a dime to Hennigan, and then Hennigan. Empty formation, that jet motion coming back to the quarterback, getting that handoff, and then planting that foot, getting vertical. Nice job on the perimeter, getting some blocks to get him into the end zone. Another big possession. Chowchilla down 2 possessions now, 2:56 left in the third quarter. Have to get something going offensively.
Back to what worked in the first half. Give it to Hemphill. He pushes everybody out beyond midfield, breaks away, down close to the 40-yard line.
Just give the ball to 22. You told him in the first half, Ralph, give the ball to 22. You mentioned it last series. He has not seen the same amount of touches that he had in the first half. He fumbled the first carry in the second, but man, just get back to this type of physical run game with 22, getting a blocker in front, getting a cutback, and then finishing strong.
First guy usually doesn't bring him down, that's for sure. He goes in motion. Stevenson kept it, got nothing. May have lost a yard as we approach 2 minutes to go here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I don't know how much of the inside run game that worked in the first half is going to work for Chowchilla in the second half. Dos Palos is not going to allow that to happen, so Chowchilla is going to have to start attacking the perimeter, try and get guys out wide, get some blockers out in front. But it's tough sledding right now.
Well, he tried, but he could not escape. All right, here's Kevin Miller again with tonight's financial wellness tip. Kevin?
Here's Premier Valley Bank with your student financial tip. Beware of sneaky recurring charges. Don't lend money you can't afford to lose. To maintain healthy relationships and your own financial health, try to support friends in non-financial ways. If you absolutely must spot a friend some cash, think of it as a gift, not a loan. That way, you aren't risking awkwardness and resentment if they forget to or aren't able to pay you back. This tip was brought to you by Premier Valley Bank, a division of HTLF Bank, and a local partner you can always depend on. HTLF Bank is member FDIC and an equal housing lender. Ralph Cam, back to you.
Thank you, Kevin. He had a receiver out there but he led him too far to the boundary and out of bounds.
Yeah, scrambling to his right. Tough throw, trying to be accurate with the football down the field. I'm not sure if they're going to punt this ball away. It looks like they might. Thought they might keep the offense on the field in plus territory. Haven't stopped those Palos the last couple possessions, but looks like Chowchilla is going to punt the ball away. Or line up in a formation to punt the ball away.
Dos Palos takes the timeout. If you're the Broncos, you're feeling a little more comfortable than you were going into halftime.
A lot more comfortable.
But never satisfied. Coaches they look at everything.
Yeah, but much different feeling right now than coming out of half down.
Yeah.
You've figured out some answers to this Chowchilla defense. Peyton Van Worth made a couple of nice throws. And defensively, you've really taken the fight to this Chowchilla offense that was really moving the ball at will in the first half. Made a few mistakes, turned it over a couple of times, but Dos Palos didn't have a lot of answers for what Chowchilla was doing, and so far in the second half, they have really made it tough for Chowchilla to get anything going offensively.
This has been the kind of game we were hoping for, though. Competitive into the fourth quarter. Low punt. Takes a good Chowchilla bounce.
Yeah, physical, effort, energy. This has been a well-played football game. Chowchilla they have made a few more mistakes, and it's cost them extra
Turned it
possessions.
Over.
Yeah, for the
and then
Broncos.
those administrative penalties, as Pat Hill would harp on.
Yeah, every single day. Yeah, and then a couple of really busted coverages. The deep ball early in the first quarter on third down, and then the touchdown to Hennigan. Those are costly when this is more a possession type of a football game, when you don't have maybe the same explosiveness on offense if you're Chowchilla that Dos Palos possesses. They definitely need a stop here, though. Got to get the ball back to your offense just down 11 points.
Coming with a blitz. Running off the right side for a short gain. Flores still toting the rock.
Yeah, that time Hennigan coming in that same kind of jet sweep motion that he scored on the last possession, trying to get some eyes or some bodies to widen and give it to Flores back on the inside zone. But nice job by Chowchilla. They're not letting 26 beat them. That's for sure.
Nice flip little pass, complete to Bone, and then a little business that draws a flag.
Yeah, I think Stevenson talking a little bit after making that hit. I think you can get away with a little bit of it, but then you have to stop, right? You can't keep it going. I think maybe kept it going a little bit too long for the liking of one of these officials. It was still a first down. Dos Palos still picked up a first down. So, you just can't. Just another mistake that is going to cost Chowchilla this time 15 yards.
There's another look.
There's a nice play.
Pass complete.
RPO, slant route. Stevenson playing outside leverage, a little push, and then
barking at him.
Yeah. Like if you just do it the first time and then walk away, you're probably okay. But when you continue, the ref's right there. You can hear everything you're saying. That you're probably not going to get away with
A
that.
dead ball, personal foul on the defense, number 1. 15-yard penalty, first down.
Personal foul. Seemed like unsportsmanlike conduct to me, but.
Rashawn Belaski being helped off the field.
Yeah, not a lot of depth on that Chowchilla sideline, so any starter on either side of the football, you know, can really hurt. So hopefully for Chowchilla's sake, he's okay.
35 seconds left in the quarter. Van Worth hands it off. Coming to the near side and not much there for Jesus Bone, and then whistles and flags are flying. Jacquez Jones, I believe, was the ball carrier. Time for the Smile Cam, sponsored by Toyota. With more hybrids than any other brand, there's one for everyone. Toyota, let's go places.
All right, I think this is one for Don. I think we have a holding, and then we have a personal foul. So the holding was during the play. The personal foul was after the play. You mark them both off, or are they offsetting? Let's see.
A lot of penalties now.
During the play, holding, offense number 9. 10-yard penalty from the previous spot. We have a dead ball, personal foul, defense, 15-yard penalty.
So during the play, holding, mark it off 10 yards, and then after the play, 15-yard personal foul, mark it off 15 yards, automatic first down from the personal foul. No, it was first down, right, it was first down. Another, you know, self-inflicted penalty, you know, like holding calls, pass interference, face mask. Those are full effort plays where sometimes they just happen. But late hit, you know, you're on the sideline. Don't throw them down, and you're totally fine. You have to keep your composure. And it's really hard when you're down and you're fighting, but you have to keep your composure.
All right, tonight's third quarter has been sponsored by Own a Car, home of the $500 down sales event. That's Own a Car. It's 26-15. Dos Palos has moved into the lead. We've got one quarter to play. We'll be back for that after this. Welcome back, everybody. Tonight's fourth quarter is sponsored by Fresno Mazda. From the 45, the handoff to Flores. Gets away from the first two defenders, but not the third. Whistles will stop play after a gain out to the 48.
It's still a nice 2-yard game. He's breaking tackles and
clock didn't stop or start. Clock didn't start. Now they got it rolling.
1 second play.
Yeah.
Makes sense. But this defense has done a good job on Flores in the second half. Dos Palos has found some answers. You know, they have those second, third players to go to, and they've done a good job getting those guys the football in the second half.
Yeah, Hennigan has come up big here in the second half, but this guy just keeps churning them out. Flores looks like he's dead tired. And then he rips off a run for a first down.
had an easier third quarter, had a little bit more rest than in the first half. I mean, he was just complete workhorse in the first half, but Dos Palos has found some other things. Now you soften that defense up a little bit. You've hit them over the top. You've started to throw the football, so they haven't been as aggressive, and it allows you to get the ball back to 26.
Prior to the snap,
flag on the play.
Encroachment, defense. 5-yard
Sponsored
penalty,
by Fresno
first down.
Suit Outlet, home of the 3-suit deal. And the first down is sponsored by K1 Speed. Arrive and drive.
Man, these are the times that you just really have to lock in. Really have to lock in. Pay attention to the details. Focus as intently as possible. It's very easy. At this point in the game, you're down 11. Nothing seems to be going your way. You have to bring that focus in a much more narrow way, because you don't want to let this thing get out of hand, especially from making mistakes, giving Dos Palos a free 5 yards on first down, making it easier for them to move the sticks.
Van Wert keeps it to the near side. Straight arms one defender, but not the second. Taken down hard in front of the bench at the 40-yard line. Loss of a yard.
Nice pursuit. Chowchilla, they've been on top of that zone read game all night long. Quarterback player coming over the top, not letting Van Wert do any damage with his legs. Really disciplined football that time from this Chowchilla defense. And Dos Palos a little bit more deliberate with their operation. Up 11, 10 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Want to extend these drives offensively, take as much clock away as possible.
Flores dancing around trying to find something. Not much there. He'll have a gain of about 2 with forward progress.
Good job again. It's been tough in the second half, and Chowchilla has played good, disciplined football. Flores tries to bounce this time, but again, Vaughn keeping contained, not allowing him to get to the edge, allowing that pursuit from his interior defenders to get to the ball carrier. Multiple hats on the football, which you have to do against a running back like Andre Flores. This is a big third down. A first down for Dos Palos. They extend this drive, continue to eat clock. We'll see how aggressive Chowchilla is on this third down.
Van Wert with the pass incomplete. Off the fingertips of the intended receiver. That's Jesus Bond. So fourth down.
Yeah, a little outside RPO action, and nice job by Selby making a break on that football. Looked like Bond stopped just a little bit. That throw may have been a little bit high and behind him, but a nice stop on third down. Dos Palos passes the ball. The clock stops on the incompletion, and Chowchilla able to get off the football field. Although it looks like I thought they were bringing the punt team out there, but it looks like the offense is staying out there.
Fourth down and 4. Might try to draw Chowchilla offside. Going to throw it deep. Bond is out there. Had a hand on it, but it falls incomplete. And the Broncos turn it over on downs. 9:01 to go.
For the jugular, going for the jugular. Sure. 4th and 5. The deep shot to Bond, and Van Wert had him just out of the outstretched arms of Bond. I got 2 fingertips on it, but just couldn't make that adjustment. Turn into his outside.
Now a chance for Chowchilla to get back in the game.
Got to get something going. It has been tough sledding for this offense in the second half.
Hemphill stumbled as he got the handoff, but he is no easy tackle. You ever run into guys like that in the NFL where you just didn't want that guy to hit a full hit of steam?
Yeah, Marshawn Lynch probably number 1. You did not want him to get going because, oh boy, it was a you better bring a couple of friends with you to tackle that dude, because it was not easy to do.
We had to stretch out for that handoff and maybe gained a yard.
Yeah, trying to, get back to Hemphill a little bit, try and move some bodies at the point of attack. Those Palos just loading the box up, not really respecting Chowchilla's ability to throw the football. They know what they want to do offensively. And, Chowchilla has yet to really attack the perimeter and kind of loosen that box up in the second half.
Big 3rd and 5. They give it to their home run hitter. He stretches across the 45, but will be well short of the first down.
Yeah, I think this is go for it territory.
This is dangerous go for it territory here.
You're down 11. There's 7:40 left. Those Palos has figured some things out to move the ball against your defense. Man, I think you got to take a stand right here, and it looks like it's exactly what Chowchilla is going to do.
Hemphill looks a little worn out too. Dropped the snap, came back to get it, but then is dropped behind the line of scrimmage for a sack. And it's Hennigan in on there defensively with the pressure.
Yeah, Stevenson just couldn't handle that snap. That time I think that snap was good. Steve is just trying to get outside the pocket a little bit too quickly, not securing that football. And now, hey, defense, you got to bail us out. We went for it on 4th down in our own territory. We didn't convert. Now, you have to pick us up. You have to pick us up and not allow Dos Palos to put more points on the scoreboard.
Tonight's mouth guard moment is sponsored by Donald Anderson, DDS. And it was the big hit providing the mouth guard moment.
Stevenson has played a really good football game, both sides of the ball. Just in control offensively, good coverage defensively. He's played with fantastic effort, has not left the field literally every single snap tonight. A lot of credit to that young man for the effort that he's played with tonight. Palos taking their time, no rush at all. Nice pickup on 1st down. Van Wert with the keeper.
The roster they gave us, Chowchilla, it has 22 players on it. That's tough. The guys are awfully tired out there now.
Yeah, that's, a lot of these guys don't leave the field, and that's just, it's tough sledding, man. If compete against someone who does get a rest, this 4th quarter is long and hard. And
Van Wert into a slide over on the far sideline. Stops the clock, 6:18 to go.
Impressive answers in the second half. Impressive play from the quarterback, Peyton Van Wert, in the second half. Made some throws under duress. He did a good job scheming up this Chowchilla defense in the second half, using motion, getting Flores out of the backfield, bringing Hennigan back into the backfield. The stock and go kind of screen look that they hit for the touchdown. This is a well-coached football team from Dos Palos, and they've done a really nice job in the second half.
Taking plenty of time. Handoff to Flores. And nothing doing there. He ran smack into, is that
Brody Absher, I think, the big sophomore in the middle. Nice job getting some penetration. And bringing Flores down is hard to bring Flores down without him getting any extra yardage. And the sophomore, nice job on that 3rd and short. And here we go.
Approaching 5 minutes to go. 4th down play, 4th and 1.
Chowchilla's got to sell out. They've got to sell out for that same action. The wingback coming in as a lead blocker for Flores. Would expect them to do the same thing.
Handoff, juggled by Flores, controlled by Flores, who then spins his way to another 1st down.
Man, I think that was juggled by Van Wert and then juggled by Flores after he handed it off. But somehow Flores was able to hold on to that football as he was moving forward to pick up that 1st down. What
1st down is sponsored by K1 Speed, Arrive and Drive. Here's another look.
Oh, man, he snagged it with one hand. He wasn't even in the right spot to receive that handoff. But sometimes athletes, man, they just make plays, and Flores has made plays all night long for this Dos Palos Bronco offense, and finally gets a rest, finally gets him off the football field.
Another set of downs. Right now the Broncos playing keep away. Maybe a loss of 1 there. But the clock continues to run, approaching 4 minutes.
Yeah, Chowchilla probably start thinking about maybe using some timeouts. 2nd and 10. Dos Palos can take so much time off the clock just with this possession. So I don't know. You make a stop here, 3rd and long. Maybe think about using a timeout. You need 2 possessions. You need 2 scores. So you need some time on the clock to make that happen if you're Chowchilla.
Dos Palos is going to take a timeout. That was a good camera shot. We'll talk about it when we get back. We'll take a break right now. 3:36 to go. It's 26-15. Dos Palos with the lead over Chowchilla. Welcome back, everybody. Dos Palos 26, Chowchilla 15, 3:36 to go here. And the Broncos, no hurry. They wouldn't mind running 3:36 right off of this clock.
They would love to do that. That's the plan. 2nd and 11. Don't expect the ball to be in the air at all. And probably the Andre Flores show like we saw in the first half.
Flores gets it. Plows into a pile up. Picked up a yard. So it's 3rd down, and you'll see they'll probably let this clock run down as far as they can. There's an official, the back judge, behind the official that you see there. And when it gets to 5 seconds left, he's basically the play clock.
Yeah, there's no play clock in high school football.
Now he's the far official way back in the back there. And he's got his arm up there, that one. And when it gets to 5 seconds, he'll start counting that off right there. So the quarterback has the ball snapped, and they run the play. This is Hennigan to the right-hand side, wants to stay inbounds inside the 20, and timeout called with 2:41 to go. But in case you ever wondered, why don't they have play clocks on the scoreboard at high school football games? Well, that's what they use.
You know why? Because it's too expensive. That's why.
Of course.
And you have the back judge to do it for you. And it's not really an issue most of the time in college football. When you're counting the clock down, you do want to try and take as much time off as possible. Chowchilla takes their first time out of the second half. 2:41 left. Fourth and 4. So this is an intense rivalry for sure. These two programs. Hennigan helping.
Yeah, helping out with the shoulder pad. It's nice.
Helping his guy out. I mean, these are two competitors who are competing as hard as they possibly can, but there's a lot of respect. You can see it. This has been a well-played football game, well executed. Guys have played hard and physical. And
well, this used to be a game that was played every year.
Yeah, right? Every year. This is a league game, Unfortunately for me in high school, this was a league game. So, you would take a loss at Dos Palos. Not anymore. All right, let's go. 35-yard field goal for Bond. Make this a 2-touchdown game.
Got the distance, I think. Yeah, it sneaks it over to the crossbar. And good. From 35?
35.
Good job. And adding to that lead.
Yeah, it's now a 2-touchdown lead, right? It was an 11-point lead. Touchdown, 2-point, and a field goal ties it up. Now it's Chowchilla has to put 2 touchdowns on the board to tie this one up. Very impressive second half. Very impressive second half for that man right there. Peyton Van Werth. He's played a really good football game, a really good second half.
Well, Dos Palos has outscored Chowchilla 17-0 here in the second half.
17-0. Yeah, a couple of turnovers to start it. It just never really got going for Chowchilla. Turned it over the first 2 possessions, gave up a deep ball. It just, they offensively, they haven't found the same rhythm they had in the first half, where they were really running physically downhill, taking the fight to this Dos Palos defense.
Short kickoff taken by one of the up men out to about the 45-yard line. That's where Chowchilla takes over. Anthony Avila on the return.
.231. I mean, you have to score quickly. You need 2 touchdowns. You have to throw the football. You have to be able to protect your quarterback.
Stevenson looking to throw, has a receiver open and complete right at the first down sticks.
Yeah, first down, clock stops to move the chains. Get on the ball quickly.
Let's go to Kevin Miller with another financial wellness tip. Kevin.
Here's Premier Valley Bank with your student financial tip. Beware of sneaky recurring charges. Don't lend money you can't afford to lose. To maintain healthy relationships and your own financial health, try to support friends in non-financial ways. If you absolutely must spot a friend some cash, think of it as a gift, not a loan. That way you aren't risking awkwardness and resentment if they forget to or aren't able to pay you back. As the tribe takes it to the house. This tip was brought to you by Premier Valley Bank, a division of HCLF Bank, and a local partner you can always depend on. HCLF Bank is member FDIC and an equal housing lender. Ralph, Cam, let them know what's up. Back to you.
Yeah, we had a touchdown again while you were doing your thing. You've been the lucky charm.
Wow, Stevenson just keeping the play alive, finding a receiver downfield, almost picked off. Selby coming back to the football, snagging it, then making a guy miss, then getting into the end zone. Woo! Quick score is exactly what Chowchilla needed to do. Quick score.
And did not get the extra point, which...
Yeah, it's an 8-point game now, so have to get a 2-point conversion to tie.
Yeah, that would have really made it interesting.
Well, 2 timeouts. I mean, it's obviously onside kick time. Yeah, that was just blocked. Maybe mishandled snap. Oh, he just kicked it right into the,
Kicked it into the back of his protectors there.
I mean, the quarterback and the dude who just caught the touchdown were the holder and the kicker on that one, so no time to breathe or catch your breath. You got to come out and try and kick an extra point. Tough sledding for those two players. Hands team on the field for Dos Palos. Onside kick coming from Chowchilla. Man, I used to love being on the hands team, receiving the ball. I don't know why. Dudes are running at you full speed, but it's one of the most intense plays in football because you know that guys are lined up 10 yards across from you, and they're trying to do nothing but run straight at you and hit you as hard as they can. And if the ball is kicked to you, you have to actually receive the football and get down without getting hit and having it knocked out. It was...
No, you're going to get hit.
The most intense moment on a football field.
Short kick taken at the 35 and then down right there.
Yeah, probably not exactly what they were trying to do, but I think Selby just got a little bit too much on that one. 2 timeouts. I mean, you could potentially get the ball back with some time left on the clock. 40 seconds runs off. Minute 10. I mean, you're not a lot of time left on the clock if you get it back, but hey, they scored really quickly on that last possession. So not out of the realm of possibility, but you need a stop. 1 first down, and for all intents and purposes, this game is over.
We'll start from the 33. Here comes a blitz. And Flores is stacked up after he gets across the 35. About the 36, second down. Clock is continuing to run under a minute and a half.
Yeah, Don's got our play clock. Be about a minute when this play is ran.
Flores again trying to pick his way off the left side. And a timeout called by Chowchilla. .103 to go. It'll be a 3rd down and 5.
Yeah, make a stop here, call timeout, force Dos Palos to punt, get the ball with 40 seconds or so.
Don, you've been running your own play clock up here? While these play?
Sure, 40 seconds.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
On ready play, when the whistle blows, they've got 40 seconds to snap.
Okay.
And they were right on 40 seconds.
Yeah. Pretty good, huh?
37, yeah. Yeah. Dos Palos is a well-coached football team. They really are. They're sound in everything that they do. They play with good effort. They don't make mistakes that hurt themselves. Like they're going to be trouble. I don't know where they're going to end up in the playoffs, D4, D5, but this is a good football team, and we didn't even see Sixto Ibarra for most of the football game, who's another explosive weapon on offense.
Thrown out for the hit. Yeah.
Oh, the ball's out. Oh.
Well, now they're going to see who fell on that. They'll come out there with it. And, of course, it's Flores who came up with the football.
Yeah, I think that ball came out. Yeah, that ball was out. Oh, man. Woo. Flores again.
That would have been very interesting.
Man, just making a big play. Good job. I think that was our guy, 56, right in the middle of that defense, Alejandro Molina, getting his hand on the football, knocking that one away. 58 seconds left. I think Dos Palos, I'm guessing they punt this ball away. You have a receiver as your punter, so you can always adjust, but
TV timeout sponsored by Ventura TV, Electronics and Appliances, your low price leader since 1951.
But you're kicking the ball to Stevenson, so you're playing with a little bit of fire.
So they go for it on fourth and about 5. No, they're going to punt it, but they're going to run as much. Maybe he runs around in the backfield. No, it's going to be another fake attempt. Boy, and that's a dangerous play.
Oh, wow.
That's an odd one.
No idea. No idea.
So they turn it over on downs. Yeah.
No, look, if you're going to go for it at that point, keep your offense on the football field. Your quarterback has played an exceptional second half, has made great decisions with the football, has been accurate when he throws it. I don't understand that call at all. The up back catches it, tries to complete a pass. If I'm going for it on 4th down, I'm keeping my offense on the football field.
Stevenson dumps it ahead. Pass is complete. Out of bounds, Selby. Stops the clock with 48 seconds to go. I mean, I guess the only thing you could think of is you can score a touchdown and a 2-point conversion, and I'm still only tied.
You're right.
But,
I mean, yeah, right. But, you're going to go for it there. I don't understand taking your offense off the field. Nice completion on 1st down. Get out of bounds. Stop the clock.
Hand off to Selby. He's going to throw back to the quarterback.
Ooh, it's probably a good thing.
Incomplete. That wasn't going to get anything. The clock stops with 43.8.
Yeah, I like that, though. I like that play. Selby had played quarterback before. Tried to get it back to Stevenson. Nice job. Blowing that up, though. Gurvinder Singh just following Stevenson. Something was up, and he recognized it. Nice recognition by the defensive tackle. Here we go, 3rd and 2. You can run the football. First down stops the clock to move the chains. You could spike it. You could run a play. Everything's at your disposal.
Rolling to the far side, now racing to the far side, trying to find somebody open downfield. And it'll be 4th down.
Yeah, I think he threw the ball at the last minute behind his back. I don't know if they're going to call that an incomplete pass or that he ran out of bounds, but he threw that ball behind his back.
Clock is stopped because the play carried out of bounds.
Yeah, you gotta get rid of that one. And this is an inexperienced, wide receiver converted to quarterback who has not been in this situation very often. So, you can't expect him to understand what to do in this situation. He's just trying to make a play, trying to extend a play, trying to find someone downfield.
Well, now he's going to get a little time with the timeout. Get some composure. And
yeah, so, what's your best pass play? What's your best route combination? Do we get Stevenson outside the pocket or not? Does Dos Palos send pressure? I don't think so. I think they play some zone like they have been on this drive. Try and maybe run a game with Frazier, get him freed up against protection. Selby's been the guy, so I would think Stevenson would probably look for him. But, you would like to see Stevenson get outside the pocket. Give him the option to use his legs to pick up this first down if he can.
He has to.
But the
game is over.
Big play.
Pressure. Pass is incomplete.
Just pressure. I think he had Selby running down the middle of the field too. Just not enough time to try to go through any sort of progression, allow routes to develop.
There's another guy who put it all out there tonight, number 22.
No doubt. Just free rusher off the edge. Nothing really Stevenson can do. Maybe move the pocket, maybe, get him away from that pressure. Frazier's coming. This was it's a good football game, both sides. Chowchilla, few too many mistakes. Dos Palos, enough big plays to get it done, but this was great effort, clean football game, nothing out of hand. Chowchilla fought till the very end, just couldn't make enough plays to get it done against a very talented Dos Palos offense.
Going to end up as a one-score game.
First one this year.
Could have another one next week.
I think we will.
Clovis and Central. Van Wert takes an E. And time's going to run out. Yeah, we talked to the coach at halftime, and he put the plan out there. Got to play better. And they did play much better in the second half.
They did, especially, defensively. They really were struggling to stop Chowchilla's offense in the first half. Chowchilla was stopping themselves, turned it over. Not in the second half, man. Dos Palos made some really good defensive adjustments, took away the inside run game, didn't allow Hemphill to get started really at all, forced Chowchilla to do something different, and they really didn't get it going until late in that second half when Stevenson hit some passes.
Stay tuned at the conclusion of tonight's game for the post-game wrap-up and presentation of the EECU player of the game.
Andre on these.
It was a big day, a big night. Now it's time to welcome you back to the postgame wrap-up and toss it to Kevin Miller.
I
Presentation
am
of the
here
player
with
of the
the
game.
victorious Dos Palos Broncos! Yep. Coach Calvert. Cal, man, what a second half. You talked about at halftime making some adjustments, executing, because you were right there. What did you think of your performance in that second half?
Defense stepped up. We made those adjustments. They rose to the occasion. They fought hard, fought through some adversity, and came out with the win.
Yeah, let's give it up for Coach Cal. Come on. Hey, eyes! Eyes! All right, just making sure. Coach, I learned that from you, man. I learned that from you. Now, speaking of eyes, all eyes were on our EECU player of the game. That goes to number 26, Andre Flores. Whoa, Andre, a touchdown, plenty of yards all over the place, working hard. How did the Broncos get it done tonight?
Man, we just played real physical today, made some adjustments at halftime. Coaches really talked it through. We figured it out, and we came out victorious tonight.
All right, look out, Central Valley. The Broncos are for real. Give it up one more time. TP! All right, Ralph Cam, back to you. Congratulations, Bronco.
Thank you, Kevin. Thank you, Coach. Thank you, Broncos.
Could have been a lot of players of the game for
Yes.
the Broncos tonight. I mean, Peyton Van Wert could have been a player of the game. Hennigan could have been a player of the game. Frazier could have been a player of the game. I mean, they had a lot of guys that stepped up in that second half. But Flores was the workhorse. He was the reason. He set the tone. He was the adjustment that Chowchilla's defense made to stop, that opened up everything else for those other weapons in Peyton Van Wert.
A couple of guys for Chowchilla were eye-openers as well. The quarterback, the do-everything guy.
Yeah, Davian Stevenson, man, played his butt off, played a fantastic football game. Dwayne Hemphill running the football physically, had the fumble, but, man, fought hard all night long. Nothing for anybody tonight to hang their hat with at all. This was great effort, well-played, hard-played football game against two rivals, and it was everything that I hoped it would be. I was rooting for the home team, don't get me wrong, was hoping that the Tribe would pull it out, but, man, hats off to everybody who played tonight and that Dos Palos team and coaching staff for making those second-half adjustments.
I know you enjoyed your trip back to your alma mater, and we look forward to doing it again next week. Once again, the final score, Dos Palos 29, Chowchilla 21. We will see you next Friday night when Friday Night Rivals features Clovis and Central.
Good one.
Until then, we'll see you. Good night, everybody.